Live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the
Alright.
cruubsCast. It's been a while since I last done one of these, but I'm here now with the wonderful CinnoLIVE.
Yes. Also, there's an ad playing right now, so yeah.
Hey, listen, the subscribers get the full.
Yeah,
You know,
subscribe to get a little bit of the thing.
the subscribers get the full quality of the stream, live
Yeah.
as it happens. Hello, Spadeflame. Now, go on then. Tell the people about yourself, Cinno. Who are you?
Alright. Hello there, I am Cinno. I am 18 years old from the Netherlands, and I'm here to talk about random crap with crops today, so yeah.
Random shit with crubs, precisely. Hello, Brody.
Yeah.
Welcome,
So yeah,
everyone.
it's going to be a fun time. We have some fun stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do. You actually mentioned a few topics that you wanted to go through. Admittedly, I don't usually I come up with topics for people that I just throw at them, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in this particular situation, I felt like it'd be better to have slightly more ordered format, I suppose. It's just
Yeah.
adjusting from the other podcasts I've done. As
Have
mentioned,
like a bit of a formatted podcast going.
slightly more formatted. I hope the
Yeah.
quality is good. I hope the audio is good. If it isn't, please let us know, and I will change
It
accordingly.
should be fine, I think. Let me take a look at stream.
It should be fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Yep, it's completely fine. Alright. Yep, alright.
Well then, like I said, introduce yourself. Who are you?
So yeah. Anyways, I'm Sinnoh. I am part of the Halo Boys. Well, I'm like sort of the founder of the Halo Boys, I would say, but at the same time, but like not officially, because I did start at the Discord for it, but after later joined in for it. So I'm 18 years old and from the Netherlands. I like to do gaming, content creation, and tennis. So yeah.
Tennis. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, you're a tennis
Yeah,
player,
I do
aren't you?
tennis. So yeah. I tell us about I talk about my real life a lot is the thing. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I have done tennis since I was, I think, 6 or 7 years old already. So
Damn. Okay.
it's I've been doing it for like a good little while, is the thing.
And you've disclosed your age on stream, right?
Yeah, 18. Yeah,
18.
18 years old.
Yeah. Fair enough. Just
I
checking.
do
Just
not.
checking.
So, yeah.
Just making
Like,
sure.
I'm an open book, is the thing. So I'm like I could talk about a lot of stuff with
Good.
myself.
There's gonna be. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of topics to go through.
Yep.
I wanted to.
So yeah.
Sorry, go on.
And then you go on. Like
I've developed this dreadful habit of slightly interrupting people. So if I
Yeah.
do at any point, just let me know and I'll let you speak.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
That's
Well, you
completely
can
my
go.
bad.
I was about to say. So yeah, it's like you can go on.
I was actually going to start by asking you. I don't think I've asked Abity this, but where did the Halo Boys come from? I mean, I know how they came from, but
Yeah.
where
Like
in general, where did they come from?
Where they came from is like me and Apti already knew each other for like I think let me see, it's almost about a year I would say at this point. We met like last year or something. October? Yeah, October it was, I think. I remember like I was playing Star Battlefront 2 with him and or like against him. It was like in a little like mill sim we're in together. And he joined like later. I was already in it for like 2 years or something at that point. So yeah. Then it was like started talking game with each other. Then well, I would say we sort of was part ways because he got like some situation which I'm not gonna go fully on what happened in there. But yeah, he like had to move away from the milsim and then I stayed in for a little while. Then in like I think September, like we still talked a little bit sometimes mid through. So like September, for example, we got back a little bit together when MCCI launched. Well, because I got in first, I started streaming it, and then I showed Apti, and like you're joining me as well as some other
Oh
people.
yeah, back when it was closed beta.
Yeah, closed beta. I was like the second or third wave to enter as well as the thing for MCCI. It launched in like the last week of August, I believe. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so around about a year now, I'd say.
It's around about
right?
a year right now. Yeah, I joined MCCI, so it's been like getting close to the anniversary myself, I believe.
I was about to say,
clue.
you planning to do something for the anniversary of you joining MCCI?
No clue. I do not have the exact date like right now from when I joined the server, but yeah, I know I joined somewhere in September because I remember I was at my work, like on my phone, like making some papers, all that stuff, and I get a notification on my phone like you've been accepted in MCCI. Like, okay, cool.
Fair enough.
I did not
yeah.
care much about the time, but yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. That's good. And then from what I've heard, the Halo Boys formed from the actual Halo, right?
Well, basically, amazing individual called Rose. In like you probably know about her.
Oh yes,
Like
I've
she
heard a few
came up
things. I've
with the
heard a few
name
things.
because we both were wearing Halos already in the game, and she came up with the Halo Boys and like stuck with us.
So Rose named the Halo Boys.
Yeah, Rose
That's
technically
kind of
named the Halo
crazy.
Boys. She came up with the name. Like it sounded kind of cool. It's like it's pretty unique, I would say. So you do
Originally,
not see like a lot of people go around with it.
yeah, originally when I first heard of the Halo Boys, I remember my first sort of introduction into you. Obviously, it was Dust Till Dawn along with you
Yeah.
and Apathy. But I think one of the things, or like one of the main first things I heard about you, it was a clip of in the first session after you and Apathy got taken down. I remember you saying like, "Oh, like I want to like 1v1 them in Halo Infinite or something," and I thought that's where the Halo Boys came from, like Halo, like as in the
Oh no no
game.
no no no! It's not where it came from. Like I was a bit salty at the end of that. So yeah, it's like, oh, that was so good. Like I do not get mad easily at people, but like that, it's, like salty, it does hang a little bit there. So yeah,
It is what it is. It's part of the experience. It's part of the
it's part of
experience,
the
isn't it?
experience. Yes yes. Like about like once the like it's done, it's done. I don't care about it anymore. Like I move on from the situation. Does still don't change people? Indeed, it does
Kind of
actually.
real, kind of real. How was your experience with that, by the way?
It was very fun. It was something very unique. Like I've been confined to like just Hypixel and MCCI servers mainly, like playing mini games, all that stuff. So yeah, like having some like actual like temporary fun little server you can play on, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, it
Like for
was
example, when season 2 is gonna come out, can't wait for
which is
that.
soon.
Very soon, hopefully. So yeah,
Very soon.
after you gotta finish that video, so the Crubs will release season 2. Come on.
Unironically, yeah, I'm kind of waiting for Apathy to finish the Dust Till Dawn videos, which you should all go check out because they're
Yep.
very well done, and I'm very thankful that Apathy has decided to take time out of his life to document it.
Yep. Like I was streaming, he was recording it, so yeah. And I was like the fun part about it was like, I was luckily not like the first one to die, but I was the first one out because the fucking dual wielding axe zombie. I swear to God.
Yes, you got
Now
killed by an ex-zombie.
I got killed by like a one shot from a dual axe zombie. Like, oh, I can like I thought, oh, I can stab this guy or okay, like slash him in the head. Like, nope, one shot to the floor and I'm
Crazy.
dead.
Yeah, the zombies got like ramped up like crazy.
Yeah, they did. It was insane. Like, if we could have something like that again in the future, like zombies. Like, I love post-apocalyptic stuff. That's what got me so interested. I love anything post-apocalyptic, so zombies, or like for example, Maze Runner. That was a good one
Oh,
as
I
well. Like,
really like Maze Runner actually.
yeah, same here. I watched that film so many times, mainly because of one actor, Giancarlo in the movie. He's
Which one was
fucking
that?
amazing. Giancarlo, that played the guy. What's the name again? What was
Ratman?
his name?
No.
No, 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 no. It was like in the second Maze Runner.
What was it like? What was his role?
He was like once the like group like from the Maze Runner, like the Glade, that's the one it's called. They arrive at the compound like where they meet Giancarlo. Like what's the actor's name again?
It's the guy from Game of Thrones, right?
Not from Game of Thrones, like the Mandalorian, like Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon.
Yeah, Moff Gideon. He plays the same guy in Maze Runner
The
or Far Cry 6. Like
wait, that was him? No.
yeah, that was him. Yeah. Like
Really?
once I rewatched for like a third time, I realized that was him. So yeah.
Wait, what was? That's interesting. I
I'll
only
send you.
yeah. Send
I'll
me
send
send
you.
me that actually real quick. I really liked Maze Runner. Did you ever read the books,
Yeah,
by the way?
I've not read the books. I've only watched the series, like the movies. So yeah.
I've said this time and time again. I read the books and watched the movies, and I think the most controversial opinion I will ever hold up is nothing to do with politics. It's most likely to do with the fact that I kind of preferred the Maze Runner movies over the books. Which,
Yeah, same here. Like Maze Runner looked visually amazing as
oh
well.
yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was really good.
See, Maze Runner 2, he was in. Here it is. Yep, George. That's the name. There we go. Or
George.
Jorge.
Jorge. Throw that at me, actually. Like, send me a screenshot or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually really intrigued about that now.
Yeah. Well, me saying like this, like the cast right here. Then. Oh fuck. There we go. Let's
I
see if I can
didn't
like
know that.
Yeah,
That's
he's literally
actually
in it,
crazy.
so yeah. Like I was surprised as well. Like he's one of my favorite actors to me. If
Oh,
I
he's
ever get a
really
chance to
good.
meet an actor, that's the one I want to meet because he's such a cool guy. So,
Yeah, he's fucking incredible.
like his acting is insane. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Maze Runner, it's top notch. But yeah.
Maze
What
Runner
we're on
event
about
when?
again? Sorry, what do you say?
Maze Runner event when?
Maze Runner event went, ooh, that would be a fun one. Like that could be like a good Dust to Dawn season 3, I would say.
True, actually. It's it's interesting, like making Dust Till Dawn because originally it came as such like a random idea, and it was
Yep.
absurdly easy to make. Like I think I mentioned this before, but I put Dust Till Dawn together in like less than a week.
Yeah, you put in less than a week, yeah. Like you got the mods mods for the game together and like it's made like a massive mod pack. Then yeah, it's like went all ham in there, so yeah. Well, I remember like you were having some trouble like the server issue as well. I was
Yes, it was
asking you
lagging a bit because of the
yeah.
amount of zombies.
Yeah, also the amount of zombies, yeah. And like I helped you as well with like a bit
You
of the
did.
server side problems,
You
like a
did.
mod, I believe. I saw like a similar issue as well. Like it was like two of the same mods in there as the thing.
Oh
So it
yes,
was like
yes, I remember that.
yeah.
That was
That like
so long
I had
ago.
the issue as well as the thing. I had that issue as well with the CinnoLIVE one time. There were two of the same mods, so it couldn't start the server up. Once I figured that out, I removed that one, and now it works instantly. So yeah,
Nice, nice. I
so
was
yeah.
about to say actually, yeah, what would you, out of curiosity, complete curiosity, to do with Dust Till Dawn again? Was there anything that you sort of you know played through it and then was like, I'd change that?
There wasn't really anything I would change. Like it was like a full like apocalyptic experience. The only thing I would change like the map generation. I would say like a pre-made map maybe would have been cool, like a rundown
Okay,
city or
okay,
something.
yeah, fair enough.
Because like it'll be higher tensions. Like you have like for example like things blocking the road, and you like if for example if you're in adventure mode for example, you cannot break the blocks. You actually have to go around this the thing. That would have been something very cool to have, like a little detail. So
Okay,
you actually need to have that too in order to get out.
okay, fair enough. I'll keep that in mind.
And
I'm
you can
going,
actually be like feel threatened and be cornered by zombies.
I'm going to spoil a tad bit in the second season and say that it is going to be surrounded. The whole
Ooh,
experience is going to be in adventure mode, and the whole experience is going to be pre-built.
ooh, yeah, yeah. I know about the pre-built stuff. So yeah, I know you told me about a little bit, and like I was like interested instantly again. So
Well,
yeah,
I'm going to say it looks really cool, but that's about it before I go into spoiler territory.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, of course.
You mentioned
We
a
gotta
second
get
ago.
that, keep the hype up.
Sorry.
Gotta keep the hype up, of course, for Dusk Till Dawn season 2.
Yeah, depends on if Apathy is going to release the videos this year
Yeah,
or next year. You know,
yeah, that does depend on it. Yeah.
kind of does,
So
kind of does. Oh,
so we have to wait on that until releases. So Apti, hurry up.
yeah, literally. I was
Like
going to say,
MCCI is making me hella bored at this point. I swear. I want to do something else.
do you know what? That segues pretty well into the next topic.
Yeah.
MCCI. How do you feel about it?
MCCI, oh boy, how do I start with that? Like it is fun. I'll give it that. It's still fun to play from time to time, but like streaming it every day, oh boy, like it's very repetitive at this point. Like I do not have a sense of success in that game whatsoever anymore. So yeah, like for
I know what you mean.
example, if I'm gonna compare two separate games completely. Like don't take it over the top, but yeah, you have like Halo Infinite, of course, like which I play a lot. Then you have Minecraft or MCCI mainly, but yeah, Minecraft need like some mainly MCCI. It's like both games are very different, but like the like sense of like rewarding in the games are like very different. Like MCCI, like it's mainly customization. Like, I've gone this over like yesterday's stream as well a little bit. But like customization, but that's about it. I would say. Like in game, you cannot like. It doesn't feel like you got like the reward or something. It just feels like a grind. I would say. It doesn't feel very rewarding. Like for Halo Infinite, for example, you of course have the career system now, which they have updated. And also like I would say like medals in game that actually like feel like holy shit, you're performing very well. Like it doesn't say at MC like for example Battle Box. Like you have like alright, here we go. You got 4 kills in a row. Good job. Or like for example, if you like going like flipping Halo Infinite, I would say, like big team battle, you will actually have like a center like reward for like doing performing well because you can actually have medals pop up on like the kill feed. It's like overkill, demon, Kilimanjaro, all that stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, like in every other COD game, I suppose, or
yeah,
well,
well, I like stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah, stuff
like
like
it
that.
feels a bit more rewarding. Like MCI does not really much reward you in many type of ways. I would say.
So how does the
Like
yeah go on?
like the games are of course like very different is the thing, but like I'm more like of course like in my opinion I'm not like a massive Minecraft fan at the same time, but I'm mainly FPS shooters type of guy.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I do Minecraft mainly for the basic content for people because I know that's gonna be successful. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I
like
know exactly what you mean. I know exactly
yeah,
what you mean. I was going to say actually, how is the? Because I haven't played a lot of Halo Infinite. I played it a few times, and I'm just like,
yeah.
huh. But how does the reward system work in multiplayer Halo?
Like right now, you of course have the battle passes, which I'm not gonna lie, they're very good. Like for the price, you can get the
Uh
battle
huh.
pass. They are pretty good. It's of course mainly for rewards. It doesn't give you like any boost in game. Like they added a career rank now.
What's that?
So it's a very balanced career rank, I would say, because if you compare it to Halo 5's career rank, oh boy, that is a massive mess because you have to like grind for like a year straight or something to get like the max rank.
I see. I
And that's
see.
not even there. Only like a few people manage to do it. But like in this one, you can do it for like a month if you keep on grinding for like 7 hours a day.
Interesting. I see. So that's like a rank that you reach, which basically
Yeah.
just says that you're a sweat, I suppose.
Yeah, and also it'll. They also plan to add like later on a whatchamacallit, a new armor coating or some type. Like, okay, this guy made hero rank. He's a fucking god. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good because it's cosmetic, but it's in the sense of it's not necessarily like it's just cosmetic to do with how well you play in the game, right?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Like it just shows you how far you've gone into the game. To do the walk in Halo Infinite Alpha,
That's
literally
crazy,
empty.
Abdi. That's crazy.
That's crazy indeed. Like the thing is, I just enjoy Halo Infinite more at the end of the day than Minecraft at the moment.
I think that's.
MCCI.
I don't know. I think that's fair enough. I've sort of also fallen into that sort of MCCI ditch. I mean, MCCI is fun. It's not rewarding. I suppose the only sort of reward that I really get is that I stream it now, right? And
Yeah.
there's people coming in and there's a community. And I feel like if you take the community out of MCCI, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I personally think there is nothing. It's a cool game mode. I mean, there's only 4. I wish they sort of updated that, but without the community in MCCI, it's a lot worse of an experience. I think personally.
Yeah. Like, I'm very grateful because if I did not switch to MCCI, because I was, of course, a Battlefront 2 streamer back in the day. I streamed Battlefront for 2 years. Or maybe even more, 3 years, I would say, because I started on PS4. Got like a few, like 10 followers on there or something in the beginning, because I was friends with like smaller streamers as well. Then I switched to PC, then started streaming Battlefront 2 on YouTube for a moment, and then switched back to Twitch,
I see.
which got me to like, like when I switched to MCCI, it was in September, I believe. I switched to MCCI fully. September, October, one of those two. Like that's when I got like the massive like boost of followers. Like it's like was one of my greatest decisions of all time, but I just realized I do not very much enjoy it as much anymore. So yeah,
I think
so yeah,
partly for me, like I don't know. Obviously, I enjoy MCCI because of the community, but there's also that
yeah,
sort of because I obviously started off. I started off probably playing Minecraft through SMPs, right? Through Cloud
yeah,
SMP
yeah,
and then later on at Astra SMP. But I haven't, apart from SMPs, I never really played Minecraft that much. So MCCI was sort of the perfect way of me sort of getting better at the game. And the better I
yeah,
got, the more satisfying it was. But I feel like I've also hit, I don't know about you, but I've hit that sort of like bit where I'm like, I'm pretty fucking good at the game now. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not fucking, I'm not snaz, you know, but
yeah,
I'm better than I was before. And I feel like it's going to the point where the learning curve is what's the word? The reward for the amount of time put in is not equivalent.
yeah.
Like it sort of ran out. Like I would need to like put a lot of time into the game to get slightly better, if that makes sense. In my mind anyway.
Yeah, now I know that exact feeling as well. Like I've like also improved the Minecraft like quite a bit, I would say. Like and now it's sort of like a little bit speed bridge, but like my brain just does not function like when it comes to Minecraft. It really doesn't. But like I go into Minecraft, you see people like playing, like they see speed bridge and you're like placing blocks at the speed of something. Like
I know
how do people
exactly
do
what you
that?
mean.
Like it's like I can't keep up with that. My brain like is at its capacity when it comes like I can do base speed bridging now. I'm happy about that. I have succeeded in that.
That's
Well, now
good. Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
pretty
gonna be
good.
like breezy bridging or something like that. Like in the perfect position, like you go all the way to the other side. Like you do not see me do that.
Yeah, I know what you
Like
mean. Like
what? Yeah,
in my mind, it's sort of like I don't know. It's crazy personally because I don't know. It's a blog game, right? And there's people who've gone so fucking good at it. And
yeah,
there's a part of me that asking like, what for? Like,
yeah. That's the thing. That's the exact thing of like Like, you get good at that game, but is there any esports around it as well, Tim? Like, I'm not like putting anything together. So like there was, of course, like the MCC tournament, but like it's for
Yeah.
bigger creators, that's the thing, or like MCC Rising, for example. Like, all right then, and they have like these small like community tournaments, like from third party MCC discords. So yeah, well, those are usually like either like drama makers, those MCC tournament communities. Like, no blame to them, but like I still have PTSD from Battlefield 2 tournaments at the same time.
Huh.
Like, because I organized a few, they went fucking horrible. But then also MCC tournaments. I remember watching Apti's like first tournament. He was having like the worst time of his life, I believe. I think Apti can agree with that. I remember it was like with I think it was Snaz as well with him in the team.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I remember like I was watching the stream. Went on for 4 hours. They were waiting for 2 hours or something, and they have heard nothing, I believe.
Jesus Christ, that's
Yeah.
fucking. He says that tournament was the biggest disaster. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, you win some, you lose some, I suppose.
He was having a fit after.
I was going to segue now into. You mentioned it, and it's an ample topic because it's happening right now. Well, it's going to happen in about 4 days. MCCR.
Yeah, MCCR. Like, also, have you seen like the recent drama about?
I have. It's
like,
Aquaxolotls, right?
Axolotls?
Yes, I saw it. I saw that
literally
drama.
I saw Sandwich Lord addressing this situation. Like, what's happened? Like, I was playing Halo Infinite at the time as well as the thing. Like, I didn't like I had the notification open up because I want to see, but like I didn't watch the end of the day. And when I was at work, I was like interested because I saw, oh, they're not in MCCR Rising anymore. So I I grabbed my headset like to listen to like what happened to her. Like, apparently one of the team members like were doing like being very mean to others.
I
So they
saw.
got the
From what I heard. I mean, I'm not gonna say because
yeah
it's a bit drastic. But from what I heard, they apparently did some pretty bad stuff. And I checked their Twitter, gone. Twitch, gone. YouTube, gone.
yeah
They've been erased from the internet,
yeah like they deleted all their socials
which is a bit crazy. That's
from
fucking nuts. I think.
yeah. So yeah
Did you? Speaking of the Sandwich Lord stream, right, where he addressed it,
yeah
did you see this? Look at the thing I
yeah
just
I
sent
saw
you.
that.
That's crazy. That's kind of nuts.
No, I
Jay's
was
just sitting
watching
there.
the YouTube video of it, like the whitelist, like the hidden YouTube video. He like linked to it, so I can like watch the drama of like have to rewatch the entire VOD. So it was like a 30-minute video of like addressing the situation, like what will happen to them. At least it's only like one of the teammates, not like the entire team involved with it.
Yeah, but the whole team got booted, didn't they?
The whole team had to get booted because if one team member leaves, the entire team has to go. So
That
yeah.
was kind of crazy. And
So,
they
yeah.
got replaced by a team who's not us. Which, yeah, I suppose it was what, the person or the team? The team was Aquaxolotls. The person
Yes.
was, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Emily B. Normal, not
Emily Be Normal. There we go. That's the one.
I've seen them around MCCI as well. They didn't seem like anything bad or anything, but like it was very like back in the background is the thing. So yeah.
I know what you mean. I think it's nuts though. Like they just completely tried to vanish from the internet, which is nuts.
Yeah.
The only place I tried to find, the only place I sort of actually found anything to do with them from is like some sort of stream analytics side.
Yeah. Yeah, and also like that team was like the most hyped probably there was right now because
Really?
Savage Lord is like the biggest MCCI streamer as well.
Damn.
So it was like people are like probably more hyped to watch him as well. So yeah. But at least he like he supports like leaving it because of that trace because he did not want to support that person. Good to him. Like a very good job. So yeah.
Yeah, along the lines of MCCR. Well, we obviously tried to get into MCCR
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you know varying degrees of success, right? We
Yeah.
we were the content kings for a very short while, and then we weren't because we didn't get in.
Yep.
Well, what do you think about that? Well, what are your
Like,
thoughts and opinions on
the
almost
thing
getting in?
is, MCCR, I would say it will give you like a temporary boost, I would say, in like followers and like viewers.
okay.
Thing. Like after that tournament is over, I don't think many people will stay at the end of the day. Like some people, will, of course. But like they're mainly just there for like the MCCR like tournament, like see any of the like new recreators. Like when Sandwich Lord left as well, like he said, go support him. Like he will link every single one of the competitors in the tournament into his Discord so people can watch them. So yeah.
That's crazy, Apathy. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy.
I had a comment where someone asked about what happened to them. Yeah,
That's kind of
I
nuts.
was literally at work and I saw like, oh, now I see what happened. Now I know what happened. So yeah.
That is kind of nuts. What else was I going to say? Hold on, it'll come back to me in a second. I feel like I agree with what you. I mean, I agree with what you said about the what's the word? Temporary boost in viewership. But I feel
Yeah.
like it is. I mean, admittedly, like with every big event, it's a sort of. It's not a stepping stone. I wouldn't call it a stepping stone. It definitely is a sort of opportunity. There we go.
Yeah. Like it
Which
will at least put you out there. Like you'll get recognized as the thing. So like
which I suppose, in my eyes, slightly disappointing that we didn't get in. But oh well, it
yeah.
is what it is.
It is what it is. Like there's of course many more other ways to think. Like I'm
Of
always
course,
trying
yeah.
to improve on content as the thing. Like trying new stuff. Like of course I'm not like mainly active on Twitch because I like due to my ADHD and autism, I can now focus on YouTube editing a lot. So yeah. So I mainly do Twitch streams like with webcam. Like the webcam is completely new. I've done almost every stream for like July with webcam on, and that gave me a massive boost as the thing. So yeah,
I see. I
that
see.
that's always like one way to do it. Like always try out new stuff. Don't be afraid to do that. Like if people don't like it, then don't do it. Of course, don't do like a Quibble Cup or something. Like he's gonna make everything AI.
I saw that. Yeah, we were talking about that briefly with
Yeah,
Abity, I think it was. Yeah,
it was
Quibble
absolutely
Cup.
yeah. He's making everything AI apart from the gameplay. So yeah.
I mean, that's some next level shit though. That's some next level shit.
So yeah.
Do you have any more
Um,
tips for like content creation or streaming or anything of that sort?
like the thing is with like content creation, it is like everything changes over time. Like there will be this trend you can catch on to, like oh this new game, I'll try that out. Like always go for like always try like something new out. It's like the thing people always like strictly keep themselves to the algorithm, but if you find out one sweet spot like outside the algorithm and it just explodes out of nowhere, you're set. So yeah.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid to like try new stuff and come up with like unique ideas.
So it's all to do with, in your opinion, it's all to do with, I suppose, opportunity, right? That
The
sort of
opportunity, yeah.
opportunity. Yeah, yeah.
So always take an opportunity when you see it. That's always the thing.
Fair
Like
enough.
I took the opportunity when I switched to MCI. Success for me on with that change because Battlefield 2 I was averaging like 5 views. Sometimes it will peak at like the 15, 20 sometimes. Because I was like sort of becoming friends with like the other streamers in there. Like the big streamers like 150 viewers or something like 200 viewers in there. But yeah, I want to like of course not like be like bit known because of them. I want to like be known because myself. So yeah, that's always the
Yes,
thing.
I think that is the end goal of streaming. It's the sort of, in
Yeah,
my eyes, and I've said this time and time again, and I'll continue saying it because I think it's true. It's the sort of, the end goal in my mind is XQZ. He
yeah,
is a massive content creator, and he can play fucking anything, and people are going to watch him.
yeah.
But because
Like
they watch him for
can
him.
play anything. He can talk about anything almost, and he's like he will still have this consistent amount of viewers. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy to me, and I
like
feel
that's
like
what I want to do at the end of the day. I want to do like for example, like if I started YouTube back in like 2013, I could have done anything and people would have watched it. But new due to the algorithm being so like strict and like okay, you can now do like IRL content, Minecraft, let's see, Five Nights at Freddy's still is also a thing. So yeah,
yeah, no,
if you keep
I
to
know what you
that a
mean.
little bit, like you'll get out there is the thing.
I agree with you. I feel like in my mind, personally, it's the sort of, like I said, the goal is XQC. The goal is to become a variety streamer. That's
Yeah,
the sort of, that's the basis. That's the goal. But I feel like the stepping stone to that is this sort of, in my mind, it's sort of almost become this monotonous grind of like getting a community, building a
yeah,
community, which of course, to varying levels of success. Some people manage to do it, some people don't. But it is the sort of what's the word? It is a journey, and
it is a journey. Yeah,
I've been doing sort of like research into like certain like streamers and when they became popular. For example, Blade, he was
yeah,
streaming from 2013 and he got popular in 2019. Like that's a
yeah.
crazy amount of time to stream, but sometimes that's just what happens.
Yeah, like it can take like for example, Mr. Beast as well. Like Mr. Beast like started like 2013 as well, I believe, and then like got famous in 2017, 2018, I believe. So it was like a massive journey for him as well. Like once he like the one thing that's like gave him like the biggest boost. Like I think it was giving away money is the thing. That's where of course
Yes,
like
yes, it
he
was
got popular.
that sort of thing that other people can do because,
Yeah,
well, most other content creators didn't have as much cash as he had.
yeah. Like he was instead of like using it for himself, like to buy like a Lamborghini or something, he just like spent it on like the pizza delivery man, like 10K like straight off the back.
What would you do if you had a shit ton of money like Mr. Beast?
Oh, the thing of me is like I would always like invest it back straight back into content. Like that's what I do now as well a little bit. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm so like Mr. Beast as well. Like everything I make of Twitch, it goes almost right back into
Sinnoh is
content.
Mr. Beast.
It goes right back into content. Like I give away subs as well as the thing. Like go like to random streamers, like if, like little sub or something, get them like the day going.
Yeah, fair enough.
Um,
Makes sense.
like I of course do like little giveaways or like little events. Like as you can see, Halo Boys, you can go to like challenges. I've only done 2 of those for now, because mainly of recent a lot of giveaway stuff I did. So like I've
Yes,
given away like
you do give away a lot of shit like Phasmophobia and
I've given
Nitro
away
and
at least
whatever.
like 4 Phasmophobias at this point.
That is
So
true.
yeah.
That is true.
I think one was for the 24-hour stream I did, and then one more after that, and then I did 2 in April, I believe. So yeah, because I wanted the people to play Phasmophobia, because that's also the thing. If you give people like things to do, like for example, Halo Infinite, so many people installed it recently because I started playing it,
Really?
which was
That's fucking cool. That's hella cool, I
yeah,
think.
like that's what I want to try to do. Like show people outside of stuff apart from Minecraft. Like for example, like Halo Infinite, like I think 7, 8 people now have it installed and like play. Like I had like 5 people in like a lobby. I never had that. I never had that on Halo Infinite before.
I feel
So
like
yeah,
that's sort of like the almost I don't know. I feel like this is the sort of way nowadays with streaming, but it is that almost parasocial relationship. I say that a lot as
yeah,
a joke, but I feel like it's true. Like I suppose it's a community, right? The people like know each other within your community, right? Within the MCCI community,
yeah,
within
yeah,
any sort of community, and I feel like that sort of a need for someone to be recognized by a streamer or something along those lines, or becoming a friend with a streamer, or just becoming a friend in general, right? I feel like
yeah,
that's what drives a lot of people. For example, I want to start doing this more, but I had people like first time chatters. I'm starting to sort of ask them like, why did you click on the stream? Out of complete curiosity, just to find out what
yeah.
they're thinking as a viewer in terms of what they want in terms of content and what they came here for. And I feel like it does boil down to that sort of parasocial relationship, and it's not a bad thing necessarily, but it's very cool to see people, for example, downloading Halo Infinite and playing with you, because that's a
Yeah.
community. That is a
That's
community.
community. Yeah, yeah. Like the thing is like when people when like I had like a viewer like join last time, and they were like stopping my like streams because Halo Infinite is like so popping off at this point as well now, because it's actually getting like it is like people are saying it is now a fully released game. It's no longer like a beta, as they would say, because Halo Infinite launched with like free playlist or something, and that was about it. Like Halo Infinite has like 15 playlists to play from,
That's very cool.
so
No,
and
that
like
is
a
very
lot more
cool.
maps. So yeah, that's like even like Shroud and Summit played
Yes, you
Halo
mentioned
Infinite.
this. There's a lot of big
Yeah,
streamers hopping on it now.
a lot of big streamers are hopping back on. Like as Mongol will be like maybe playing this, what
Yeah.
I've heard. So yeah, I hope XQC might even play it sometime. So
I
yeah,
think he did play it a few times. I don't know. I don't keep up with all of his streams.
yeah.
But
I know Jack Frags also did a video like 2 videos on it, I believe as of now. So yeah,
do you remember the time on Twitch? Because you're familiar with Splitgate, yes?
this okay, yes, of
Yeah, yeah.
course.
So Splitgate got released. It didn't have a big following. And I remember that XQC and a few other streamers hopped onto it. And the player base just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And I feel
Yeah,
like
the exact same thing is happening with Halo Infinite right now as well. Like they hopped onto like they got like 500 more players
that is
over like
very
the
cool.
last few days.
That is very fucking cool, I think. I
Yeah,
suppose maybe that's something worth looking into. Sort of what big streamers are playing. Because I remember there was the Among Us, right? The Among Us era of Twitch.
yeah,
Everyone was
yeah.
fucking playing Among Us. Then there was the Rust era, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Rust era as well. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
like if you just, like go along with the trend, you'll get like maybe
Yeah.
even like recognized by like a bigger streamer is the thing, as well. Like I have, I even recognized like do you know the Russian Badger by any chance?
I've
Like
heard
he
that
makes that
name
like
before.
if you like watch the like he does like those animation like a mocap. He like posts on YouTube. It takes him like a month to
No.
make them.
I'm not too familiar with
I
that.
was actually in his like I made a clip and that blew up. Like he recognized me in games. Like
That's really
damn, we got
cool.
like 300,000 score, like 300 kills. Jesus.
That's pretty fucking cool.
So yeah, that was the moment like oh yeah, I'm going the correct direction. Like if you just like of course like getting attention like the big guys of course like Twitch and all that stuff. It is like you get like a little boost of course. So yeah. Um So it's pretty nice to have like some like recognition like in the trend. Like people like if you like get close to the stream, of course, you get like of course like a bit more like popularity. If you get recognized, like for example, French Tommy into something like from Tommy in the stream, like he keeps on getting recognized. He's like very infamous is the thing.
Yeah.
So like you'll see him in game. Like I believe I ran into him like a few times in game as well. It's quite funny.
What an MCCI or
MCCI, yeah.
that's fucking cool. There's something that I've sort of learned through the MCCI experience. We are living in a small world.
Yeah.
Like
very much
what the why the fuck is like Rambo in my lobby? Like what the fuck, you know? It's such a small world.
It's like, huh? There's a big content creator in my game. Like, huh?
It's a semi surreal feeling. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I sort of I try to play it off as like I don't care, and I suppose I don't because like people are people.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to judge people based on like how popular they are, if that makes sense. I'd rather base people on who they are.
Yeah,
but it is a surreal experience. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's Rambo. Like, why is he just sitting here?
Yeah. Like I remember, like the second time I was playing MCCI, I literally ran into in the little wood. You know, like that guy
yes,
from like
that
the
guy.
cruubsCast.
Yes.
I ran into him like the second day, and like killed him.
Yeah, that's a surreal feeling as well. Like, I just killed this YouTuber. Massive W.
Yeah. Be confused when logging on. CPK was in front of me earlier. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it is crazy, Casper. I do agree.
Yeah, like such a small server can have like it's 2,000 players. Like Hypixel has 50,000 is the thing. Like still like a daily basis almost.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's more game modes on.
There's more game modes places. Yeah.
I wish there were more game modes on MCCI.
Yeah, so it's basically like whatchamacallit, like a small content, like you have more reach in the MCC is the thing, because like if you, for example, like slowly building up to like what's like a bit of bigger streamers, like for example, trying to like get in like touch with like bigger creators as well. That's also the thing I'm trying to do. Like for example, like I ran into BitSquid as well. Like I've been talking to like the man a lot recently, so yeah.
Interesting. How big is he?
Yeah. I mean, like 11,000 followers thing. So...
That's pretty cool. I suppose that's also another thing like to do with streaming. It's sort of like expanding communities and stuff.
Yeah, like you always want to expand this thing. That's why like I'm like a lot of different Discords to thing. Right now, I'm like I have joined over like 5 Discords one day from like streamers and YouTubers thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like keep on like actively chatting in there. Like I've like some of them like I'm friends with right now, and like somebody's like talk to on a regular basis, like how they're doing. So
yeah, no, surprisingly that is the way. And I've said this to you specifically, but I'm going to iterate it. Sorry, iterate it? Yeah, iterate it again.
Yeah.
For the next Dust Till Dawn, okay, if anyone who's listening who's in the last Dust Till Dawn, you might not be in the next one. No offense, guys. But I'm also going to handpick the people going into Dust Till Dawn 2 because the first one was so fucking big. I wasn't expecting it to blow up like that. It was fucking incredible. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so for the next Dust Till Dawn, in sort of the same way that I got you and Apathy to join, right? And we expanded the communities and we got to know each other and, we're all very interlinked now in fun, jolly time. I want to do something similar with the second Dust Till Dawn, where I want to grab content creators who are looking, I suppose, have that sort of competitiveness, who are looking to sort of expand communities as well.
Yeah. Like I could definitely reach out to some like people if you want to. Like
yes, please.
Discord would probably be up for it.
That'd be
I'm
very
like
cool.
in a content creator Discord for Minecraft like creators as well. So yeah, I could probably like promote it in there.
Because surprisingly enough, being in an active war zone brings people together.
Yeah.
There's nothing more bonding than shooting people next to zombies.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, which is
Like once I figured out like the guns were everything, I'm like, oh,
dude, yeah,
like,
the guns
anything
were
of gun I
so
just
cool.
like.
The guns were really cool.
Like it was so fun. Like it actually gives like, of course, like anything I just like if it guns, I just love instantly. Like any like shooting mechanics.
Same. Don't worry, there's going to be a lot of shooting in the next one.
Yeah.
There's also going to be some stuff with the movement actually.
Movement as well.
Like there's going to be a different movement than the normal Minecraft movement.
Interesting. All right.
Yes. But yeah, I fucking love guns as well. I feel like Dust Till Dawn was also had a very realistic sort of take on the guns because I wasn't expecting them to. How do I put this? Kick as hard as they did because it was 3 shots you're dead, which is pretty realistic.
Net right on this.
Also, the difficulty level for Dust Till Dawn with the particular mod, the Medpack mod, was insane. And I feel like because of that, the tensions were so fucking high.
Yeah.
Because, like, you fall in the wrong plate, you're dead. You're gone. Like, if you don't have enough bandages, you're gone. If you get shot by someone on the street, you're gone.
Yep. Yep.
That's what every
It
single...
is like it is done for like if you run out of like medical supplies.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
or bullets.
Yeah, that's true as well.
So unbelievably tense.
Like you actually had to like reserve bullet. It's like it felt like The Walking Dead at the same time as well.
Yeah,
Like
no, it was cool. It was
yeah.
badass.
Like I was literally in that time I was watching The Walking Dead. It was a perfect time to play that because I was such into the series. Like I
see.
loved it. So yeah, that's when we got to be into it. Like Dust to Dawn.
I suppose
yeah.
that's also where the sort of where the reward came from. That's why there was so much excitement around it because of I suppose almost like the skill gap, right? The sort of the way that the skill gap was presented with the med pack and the bullets and the guns and how hard the guns hit and the sort of basic mechanics of Minecraft plus a whole bunch of other shit. The skill gap was slightly there was a skill gap to it, and I suppose being one of the last people standing was just so thrilling.
Yeah, yeah.
As well as terrifying.
Yeah, true.
And so for the next one, I kind of want to implement... It's not going to be the same skill gap, or sort of the same skill gap, yeah, sure. But there's still going to be that skill level. There's still going to be that sort of level where if you make it to the final couple of people, you're going to be like, ooh, I made it.
Yeah, you made it, like, yeah. So yeah. Like I was like looking to like some like events as well, but I will like make them like instantly big as a thing. Like I want to do like a Witherstorm, like 100 people versus the Witherstorm is like a thing I wanted to do in the future.
Yes.
Like I'll literally grab like it's 100 people. It's like flat out 100 people. And like the last one standing, like it's gonna be like just like a Mr. Beast video or something. The last one standing like wins. I'll probably get like a little reward or something for like maybe like a €50. That's gonna be my biggest prize giveaway, by the way. €50 like reward if they win or something.
Fair enough.
So yeah, and they could do anything to survive. Like they betray each other. But I recommend teaming up because holy shit, that is the Witherstorm is one chunker.
That was another thing I sort of realized. I'm sorry I'm talking so much about Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll calm down after this. But that was another thing that I really want to mention. The Dust Till Dawn formula, like I said, I made it in like under a week, but I didn't realize how perfect the formula was because the zombies obviously increased in difficulty, but the nature of the zombies meant that you could not go alone.
Yeah.
You had to grab someone else, but the objective was last man standing. So the people you were teamed with, in the back of your mind, subconsciously, you knew you were going to have to fucking kill them at some point, or they were going to die.
Yep. It was like the same thing is like if that's gonna be Witherstorm as well. Like you like if you need to stay together if you like want to survive. They can try and help each other out like out of the beam is the thing. Have you ever watched Minecraft Story Mode? Is the thing or like played it?
Yes, I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, Minecraft Story Mode was pretty fun. I remember like playing the first season, episode 1 to 8, I believe it was, 1 to 9, one of those two. I had to say season 2, but like it bugged out on PS4, so I couldn't play the other episodes.
Oh, that's
like,
a shame.
It was so tragic. So yeah, I had to like watch them online, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is a bit of a shame.
But yeah, like people have to like drag, like they can try and drag each other out of the beam is the thing. They can like try and save each other, like punch them out of it.
I see.
So.
Oh yeah, so
that'll be
same
like,
concept.
cool. So they actually have to like work together in order to survive and beat the thing. Like if people manage to beat that thing like all together, which I don't sort of expect unless they get like the Formidable bomb, like the F bomb. It's like funny to say like drop an F bomb on.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
I was about to say you also, since we've basically finished off the topics of events, unless you want to like talk a bit more about crab games, I suppose.
Yeah, we can talk about crop game maybe. Like, let's see. Like, there's still like a lot of like games that like have the availability like for private lobbies the thing. I would say.
True. But I do think events are the way in sort of expanding, and it's just fun in general. It's good content.
Yeah, it shows people like different games is the thing. Like, for example, split game we can do in the future sometime.
Yes,
like
true.
Crab game was very popular as well because
true.
it's like
crab game was fun
like
as fuck.
15 people I believe in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, it was quite a lot.
There's one thing I want to do in the near future, and it's probably going to be the next crab game because of just how easy it would be to make.
Yes, Splitgate, you said.
I don't know if I want to do Splitgate, but I want to do a 24 hours SMP.
Oh yeah, I've seen Chan participate in those. Like that's something I'm interested in as well.
Where just normal Minecraft, no mods, throw a shit ton of people into there, 24 hours, go.
Yeah, yeah.
And see how it goes.
Yep. That could be definitely something. Like I've seen like Chan join like one of them for like charity, I believe. I don't know which charity it was, but like it could be something of like charity as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
To have done because it gets the attention as well. Like
Yeah, that is
you're actually
true.
helping out people. Like now, since Twitch has like a plugin now, you can like, all right, here's you can donate straight to this link is the thing. Like that's something you can do instantly, and it will give like, of course, like a viewership and like if you promote it good enough, is the thing. It will actually get the attention. That's always like a good thing. Like if you do charities, it will always draw in attention because like people want to waste money on like a charity. It is like yeah, go for it. Like they can donate for the stream and they can donate to that charity.
Yes, no, yeah, that's incredible. Charity is a good thing.
So yeah, like that also of course make you like look like like you care about like people is the thing. Like you want to help people out.
Yeah, true. 0 minutes. Sorry, Jay. There's no redeems there. Not at the moment.
Oof, yeah, cruubsCast right there.
Segueing out of the topic of
Yep.
events and sort of going along the same line, walking along the same tightrope, I suppose. SMPs.
SMPs, yeah.
You
Oh
yourself
boy,
run an SMP, don't you?
I run an SMP myself. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. It's just dead.
It's
I'm just done
dead.
with it.
There's no way you just said that.
It is just full and dead.
That's kind of
Like
crazy.
this. Like I have yet to talk to Apti about this. Like I don't want to like share the news completely, but it will likely be shutting down very soon because it's just a waste
Really?
of money.
I
Yep.
see. I see.
Because like everyone knows that it's done for. No like lores being done because like we're all busy. I think it is just better if we just focus on the stuff we're actually working on. Like
I know.
CinnoSMP is like we're not working on anymore. No one's on the server anymore. It is done. So yeah.
I am working on a sort of. I understand. I'm not gonna lie. I understand that sort of struggle because Ad Astra's. I mean, Ad Astra's been around for a fucking while, and it's gone through those sort of dips and rises in player count, and I feel like there's something I'm doing very shortly, which is probably going to boost player numbers, which I'm not sure. And you know what? Yeah, I want to grab some of the screwball people.
All right.
I want to grab some of the screwball people and throw them into Ad Astra, and basically, thank you for the follow, Dalzim23.
Daisy, yeah.
Oh, Daisy! Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm brain dead. Thank you for the follow. Massive
No,
W. Hello. This is wonderful CinnoLIVE, who I'm sure you're very well acquainted with. The screwball refugees, yes. I'm intending to throw some of them into Ad Astra, and hopefully give it a bit of a spike back. And I might take a sort of step back from lore and sort of do things a lot more chill.
Yeah.
If you're ever
I can
interested
understand
in, yeah, I was about to say, if you're ever interested in sort of, I know since you mentioned that CinnoSB might shut down, if you're ever interested in sort of helping out with Ad Astra on the sidelines or whatever the fuck,
I'll be willing to help out like a building or stuff, like helping out like the lore or stuff. Like it could be like something like easy to help out with. Like I'm always open to help is the thing. That's all. Like I always say, like if you need anything, I'm always there to help. So yeah.
Of course, very much appreciated. Because that sort of knowledge is well, it's gold nowadays, isn't it?
Yep. Like no matter what it is, like always try and DM me. Like even if I do not know, I can probably like find like a solution for it. Like the only thing I can actually help you out is technical stuff like hardware or like software.
Yeah.
I can help you out with that.
Dutch tech support, right?
The Dutch tech support indeed, yeah. So yeah. And maybe like some photoshopping, of course. Like Shades recently asked me for help about that. So yeah.
Oh yes, you're really good at Photoshop, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like
we cannot
very
talk
recently.
about it.
I was about to say very recently. Go on, say it. Say the story.
Yeah. So if you saw the funny little Discord server we made, you saw that. So yeah.
I was more talking about the Among Us actually.
Yeah. Oh, the Among Us. Oh yeah, the Among Us one.
Go on. Tell the story. Tell the story.
Oh yeah.
Explain
so
it.
basically, I have seen this video on Instagram every time. Like there's this guy who photoshopped like a player username. Like he was the imposter himself thing. And so I what if I could just like 2 other people, mate? We're like, I'm gonna join an Among Us session, try and do that. It went perfectly. It went how I wanted it to go. Because I had like a little bit of target on Neon already. Because I know he's the one always going for like stuff. He's always the one to rat someone out. Like, for example, in Phasmophobia, he's like always like doesn't die almost every time. So I had the perfect candidate for like this, and he did it perfectly. Like I faked the comms perfectly. He went to the room with comms, and I got it. But I already did like the Photoshop before that is the thing. So I had Neon's name like red and ready to go. And I just like, alright, so once like Apti said like, oh, you were sort of chasing me, Neon. And and I instantly, oh, you were chasing Apti, Neon? Like, they caught on to it, like, and then I just posted that clip in there, like, now you're done, Neon.
That's crazy. That's nuts. And
And
they
the thing
say,
is, it, yeah, go on.
I was about to say, and they say Photoshop is useless. It's not. It's really not. Especially not when you're making content. Especially not when you're playing Among Us as well.
Yeah, like I did it within like a minute. It was a minute
crazy.
edit.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Like people think Photoshop is very difficult as the thing, but like it is not. It is not that difficult. Like you'll see like the tools and everything. Like you'll do need a little bit of a learning curve to like learn some of them. But once you get used to them, you will be like able to Photoshop some stuff like text, pictures, and all that stuff. Like you can play like pictures on like billboards, or something like that, or sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, that picture I just posted as well on the project server, which I cannot talk about yet.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So yeah,
Not yet.
but that was like it has a curve in it, so it is not rotated. It has a curve in it, so it actually fits into it, the picture.
I see. I see. I mean, I'm not good with Photoshop, so I barely understand what you're saying. But I'm yeah, I get that. I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, that Photoshop on Neon, it was like I'm making a video on that because it was so golden.
Ha. Well, the Neon DJ is getting a bit more attention, I suppose.
You gotta get the name out there, right?
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, I recreated like a legendary video. Like that video inspired me to do it, and I managed to recreate that like without many problems. Unfortunately, like I was ready to like get out as well, but everyone's so confused because they probably never saw the video as the thing. So it was perfect. Like he had the exact same level, the exact same color Among Us, and the exact same color like template background.
Huh.
So it was like perfect to be edited on. So yeah.
I was going to ask, we sort of flew away into different topics, which is perfectly fine. That's sort of the point
Yeah.
of this particular podcast. I don't mind just jumping from topic to topic. But I was
Yeah.
going to ask, out of like general curiosity, how did CinnoSMB start?
Well, it started out like people were asking for like a server to be started. Like I had like I would say reasonable like funding at the time because I had like a job, like a internship. I would say I started getting paid by that, so I can actually support more like content and that stuff. It's like all right, I'll get like a server, €20 or something it was. No launch it. Like I was like digging through like what I should do for like the SMP, and it's like I did like a little vote on WhatsApp, and like people wanted the vanilla, but I still wanted to have added some stuff to it. So,
I
yeah.
see,
But
I
like
see.
also people just like I didn't even name it myself. Like I was looking for different names is the thing. But like we didn't have the Halo Boys at the time. Well, we did have the Halo Boys at the time, I believe. I just didn't use the name yet fully. But yeah, basically, like people just call it CinnoSMP. Like I didn't even name it.
Huh.
Like it was a very surprise. Like just call it CinnoSMP. Like fair enough, we'll just call it CinnoSMP. Like boom, done. So that's how it sort of came to the beginning. But like we didn't want to like rush people in that. It was not gonna be an open SMP is the thing as well.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
people didn't want it to be a content creator SMP as well.
Okay,
So like
interesting.
alright. I'll gather some people up, like I'll get them in like different waves, all that stuff. Like I did 2 waves successfully. So like it was every 2 weeks I added a new wave for like it was successful like 3 weeks. After that I did not do a wave until like April.
I see.
Like the first wave was in January. I did like for my birthday, I believe. I started the SMP. So that's when I started doing that. Let me see. Then I got the second wave in like first week of February. Then the third wave was in the third week of February. And then after that, it's like until the end of April, like beginning of May, I didn't do anything. So yeah, like lore was still going like widely strong, I would say. But like after like the meetup, like once me, Anthony Shades met up, it's like everything sort of like gone downhill because we're out of like the swing of like streaming at the same time. So yeah,
Mhm.
we
And
didn't
what
like focus on like a lot of stuff.
at what point did the SMP? Because like most SMPs, it didn't start off lore based, did it? It was just an
No,
SMP.
we already like I had this planned out a little bit, so yeah, it's gonna be like minor lore tad bits, but then
Then
like
that
after
obviously
I,
spiraled off into
it's spiral of
more.
like that's the thing. Like SMPs are getting old these days. Like there's nothing really unique going on with them. So it is like it's like any normal SMP. Like Astra's still like luckily going strong for you guys, which I'm happy about. But
Oh
like
yeah,
the
it's
thing
going pretty
is,
well.
keeping the lore up and getting like people like timings is the thing. That's
I
always
know.
difficult. Like if
It
you're
is
a
unbelievably
content creator,
difficult.
yeah. So if you're like a content creator, for example, like it's easier, like big content creator, you have like easy, like flexible, working job, like hours is the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very easy to set up lore for that. Like once it comes to like people like still have school and don't do content creation, that becomes difficult then.
I know what you
That
mean. I know
becomes
what you mean.
very difficult.
That's why I'm thinking of that's kind of based actually, Dark Anderson. That's why I'm sort of thinking. I have had in my mind some sort of maybe a content creator SMP sometime in the future. At
Yeah,
some point, maybe.
yeah.
I
But
don't
it
know.
really, like I'm gonna say this already, like SMPs are just getting old. They
I
are like
suppose. I suppose you have a point, but look at Screwball.
screwball. That yeah, I'll
Screwball
get
had a really, and these were, I mean, these were sort of like the Sinnoh SMP, right? Where it had a streaming community and they all had an SMP to join. The Screwball
yeah,
just exploded. Screwball was doing very well until it wasn't,
yeah. I like
unfortunately.
what even happened to it? Like I kept like some stuff like there's just some is like gone. Like I don't know, it's like server deleted, right?
I
Like, I
think
wasn't like I was only active like a little bit on there. Like I'm not good like engaging people like or, like random conversations. I'm not good in that. So yeah, it's like I didn't get very much involved with it.
I was about to say, I think, I think SMPs still do hold a point somewhere because it's sort of it's the content, it's the
Hold on.
concept of community expansion, but already
Yep.
like formed. It's
Yep.
the fact that me, Apathy, and Dark joined and basically just became the powerhouses of the server. That's how people got to know us. That's how Jay's in my chat now and Spade and all that. That sort of community has sort of merged, and
Yeah.
even more so with the people who are going to join at Astra, that sort of stuff, which I think is pretty fucking cool. So I have on my to-do list, if you want to join sometime, maybe we'll throw you in as well.
Yeah.
With Apathy, just I suppose taking over SMBs.
We could definitely do that. Yes. But
'Cause
like the
it's
thing is with me, it's like I am like if it needs to be like a control environment because I don't like pushing people where they get mad is the thing. I don't like that is the thing. So, yeah.
what do you mean? Reiterate that.
Like the thing is I have like a very like strict comfort zone is the thing.
Okay.
So like if I know when people are gonna get like annoyed or angry, I just like instantly just like stop it. Like I'm cutting it.
Okay, yeah, that makes
So, yeah.
sense. I mean, that's
Like I have
yeah.
like if I pop out of a comfort zone, my brain will shut off and like I won't be able to like do anything.
I see. Fair enough then. Fair enough.
So yeah. Like, I'll be able to willing to join in for that, but it's like it's yeah, you gotta be careful with me because anything like nudging towards like conflict or like drama, like I am out of it.
I
I am
see.
too.
Okay, I see. I wasn't
So
aware of that actually. That's very
yeah,
interesting. Well, fair
yeah.
enough. Everyone's got
That's
their
why I
own.
tell everyone. So yeah, I'm an
Uh,
open book. So
everyone's got their own sort of
yeah,
comfort zone, I suppose. But yeah,
yep,
that's
yep.
fair enough. That makes complete sense actually.
Yeah, like there's also a thing in real life. If anything, like if any conflict starts, like my brain will just immediately like, nope, I'm not participating. I'm going away from that group. I'm not talking to them until it's solved.
No,
So yeah,
that's fair enough. But I do think
I don't like people getting mad at each other.
there is some sort of well, obviously, I think there is something to the concept of drama because obviously that brings views, that brings attention because people like
Yes.
inherently people do like conflict, whether it's on an SMP or whether it's between streamers.
Yeah.
People are drawn to conflict, so it's
Yeah. Like if it's like controlled conflict, like if it's like in the
law.
script, like
Yeah, yeah.
lore, yeah. Like I don't mind it, and that's fine with me. It's in the control area. Like then I won't mind it. But when it becomes out of control area, then I come out of my comfort zone instantly. So yeah.
That's very interesting because, in my opinion, I suppose, and I'm going to try and replicate this to some degree. The appeal of Screwball, in my opinion, was the fact that, especially during the beginning, it was completely and utterly uncontrolled. Everything that happened happened, and it was the sort of vibe of lore happening because it happened, right? Not because
Yeah.
of a script. But that's my opinion. I found that very thrilling, and I think that's also the reason I found Dust Till Dawn thrilling, and I think that might also be the reason why other people found Dust Till Dawn thrilling. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
conflict that arose naturally. It wasn't in the script. We didn't know how it would end. We didn't
Yeah.
know who would win. So it's this sort of it's also the feeling. It's a competition. It's the feeling of I can do this. I can sort of blow up this church or blow up this whatever, do whatever the fuck. But I need
Yeah.
to get across the hurdle of actually, well, doing it.
Yeah. Like that's the thing. Like if it's like known, all right, you're allowed to like cause chaos here. Like go over like killing people. Like fair enough. Like I won't pop out of my comfort zone. But like once like actually starts turning to drama, like I don't support any type of drama. Like it's the thing. Like if you get popular because of drama, like go screw yourself.
I know what you mean.
So
I
yeah.
know exactly what you mean. And
Yeah.
I do agree with that. I feel like if you're
Yeah.
deliberately formulating drama to get an audience, then first of all, your audience is going to be shit, in my opinion. It's going to be
Yeah.
drama hungry individuals, and you'll never get out of that loop.
Yeah.
And second of all, it's I don't know, it's just meh.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, like what Spade says. Like the thing is, like that's always the problem with me. Like if it comes to content creation, um, like people like chaotic people more is the thing. They like more like chaos happening on screen is the thing, and it's like what call it? It's like it gets more the attention. Like it gets people interested. Like I stream because I want to have like a chill time, like play the game. Like it doesn't get like appealing to much people. This thing.
No,
That's why I'm also having
I feel like it
trouble
would.
like
I feel like it would appeal to people though. I feel like there's
it would, yes.
much like everyone has a differing opinion on just about everything. Everyone has a sort
Yeah.
of differing. I'm sure there's many people like you out there with that sort of different comfort zone, and that's exactly who you're appealing to. And then, there's people like me who are chaotic as fuck, and that's where my streams sort of land. That's the
Yeah.
demographic that it lands, and I think that's fair enough. I suppose be who you want. I don't know how do I put this. Be the sort of content creator that you would watch, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is a good code to live by, and sort of be the person that people want to meet or other people want to interact with. I feel like that's a good code for life
Yeah.
in general, but it's especially good for content creation because that's your target demographic. The way you act,
Yep.
the sort of I think there was a saying on Twitch at one point. Your viewers are a reflection of who you are.
Yeah, true. I used to notice in chat like it's in my chat it's like less chat like less people chatting, but like it's more like fun messages instead of like over the top like messages. So yeah. That's what I do notice. But it also like whatchamacallit, it doesn't get like a lot of views at the same time. Like I'm trying like what I'm trying to innovate on as well for like my streaming is the thing. Becoming more energetic, which has worked a little bit to get like more attention. Like it's still like chill stream. Well, I've added like a bit more energy to it. It's like webcam on, like I have movement over the place. So yeah, people can see what I'm doing. Like behind the cameras, like it gets a bit more interaction going. This thing. So yeah. Like, for example, I did the 6-hour stream. That popped off massively, surprisingly.
Oh,
So, yeah.
interesting. That's good for you. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've lost my train of thought. I was about to say, okay, yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Do you feel like, with what you just mentioned, do you feel like you're sort of falling into the classic cliche, the YouTuber, hey guys, the super exaggerated everything?
Yeah, that's the thing with me. Like, I am stuck in like I love the old school video format thing. Like just simply just like recording a video, just uploading that, and then you just like simple edits in there, like have funny little edits, like a 50 like 20-minute long video or something, and it's just out of there. Like I like that type of content. Like it gets the adrenaline going. Like I'm stuck in that type of format thing, which I do agree with. So I like want to like combine that is the thing at the same time. Like I have this type of content, but then also have like the old format of YouTube, like where you can just upload anything, like be variety.
Oh yeah, that's the end goal, like I mentioned with streaming.
Yeah,
What I meant when I asked that was more so with the way that you said you're trying to be more energetic, right?
yeah,
Do you feel like, because you remember the classic good old, I mean, I suppose it still happens, especially to streamers appealing to slightly younger audiences.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing where not streamers, I suppose streamers as well, but more so YouTubers where they sort of have a loud voice, super energetic. But it's to some degree it's clearly been slightly faked, right? They're trying to
Yeah.
up the dial slightly. Do you feel like you're sort of falling into that when you mentioned that you're trying to be more energetic?
Yeah. Yeah, like for example, I watched a lot of Markiplier and Jacksepticeye back in the days. I just love this fucking guys so much. I like once I started like watching every single video of them almost. And it's like I just like the type of like energetic and like funny comedic timings is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like I'm sort of stuck in that same loop. Where it's like I just want to be energetic behind the camera and it's like do goofy stuff, like have some comedic effect to it. So yeah.
Do you
So
feel
I'm
like? Oh yeah, sorry,
yeah.
go on.
Like go ahead, honestly.
Do you feel like that's eventually going to become a detriment? Because with these sort of YouTubers who sort of put this extravagant, like the sort of, I feel like, in my opinion, the more you sort of up that dial of trying to be more energetic in order for people to sort of come in, right? I feel like that gets exhausting pretty fast. Because
Yeah.
I suppose the end goal, like I said, the end goal, again, XQC.
XQC,
He's
yeah.
not trying to be energetic. He doesn't need to try and be energetic. He is literally just unapologetically him. He could be sitting in his chair doing jack shit for 15 minutes and he'd still get 50,000 views.
Yeah, like he's even streaming right now. He's like streaming the Gamescom event probably right now.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
he's just being himself. Whereas I
Yeah.
feel like I have the same thing. I've been sort of not to. I've been having sort of conflicting opinions about this because I'm not that much of a fan of putting on this massive energetic personality. I sort of just want to be myself. But unfortunately, like you mentioned, the more energetic you are, the more views you get, or the more people are drawn to it, which is unfortunate, I think, because well, it can get exhausting. It's also sort of like on a personal level, it's sort of exhausting not because I need to put energy into doing this, but because that's not necessarily me. It's a sort of amplified version of me, and I'm not a massive fan of that.
Yeah, like that's the thing as well. Like I always wanted to be myself in the stream, but it's like no, I'm forced to do this
It's
because
hard. Yeah, I know. I have the same thing.
yeah,
But I
like, it
feel like
works for like a little while and then it just dies down again. So yeah,
the sort of thing that I'm trying to implement is I'm trying to sort of reorder this in my own mind that I'm still technically myself. I'm just slightly amped up because I am still unapologetically me. For example, if like one of my things is I suppose whether deliberately or not deliberately swearing, but I'm most likely not going to give that up because that's just part of my character. That's part of the person that I am, that I actually am. I'm not going to sort of trim that away in order to get more views. If that sort of thing. I know people don't give a shit anymore, but that sort of thing. I don't think I'd do that because that is just who I am. That's who I'm appealing to. That's my character. And I'll stick to that. Do you have anything of that sort where it's like, I'm not changing this?
like the thing is with me, like I have such like a monotone voice. Like, it's always like the same. How should I put it? Like always the same heavy voice. Like I can't really change this thing. That's always the difficulty. And my disorder, like language development disorder. Do you know what that is?
You have mentioned it a few times, but reiterate it again, actually.
Yeah. So language development disorder, like in the Dutch version, I don't know if like any other country is like known for, but like it is apparently more common than dyslexia, from what people said. Yeah.
Well, explain to me and the chat.
Yeah.
What is it?
So
Like
basically, if you
a
have
general.
that disorder, it is you like understand like less things what people say. Like I have to keep on like saying what do you say because it goes like sometimes people literally will speak gibberish in my ears, like while they're speaking normally. Like I have to like ask them, "What did you say?" all the time, and like I can't understand like the specific like meaning of words, for example, or meaning of like sentences. Like for example, like out of the bucket, for example, like it's like idea you came up with, like for example, so it's very difficult for me to like talk at the same time. Yeah, like processing words takes longer and it's harder. Yeah, exactly that, Spade.
Is that to do with the English? For example, is that to do with the English language, or is that to
No,
do
it
with?
is literally a disorder. It is a literal disorder.
No,
If
I
you
mean,
look it up,
sorry, I meant doesn't like do you? Is it easier with Dutch?
nope,
Oh, okay,
nope.
I see.
It's
I'm just
a
clarifying.
literal disorder you get. Like for me, it's like I speak English better than my Dutch at the same time, because every Dutch person they hate their own language, sort of. So yeah, people speak Dutch like English better than Dutch.
Reminds me of that Instagram post.
Yeah, Let me search up language development disorder for you. There it is, language development disorder. So yeah, DLD it's called, or developmental language disorder. Like if you like, I use Google Translate, so it's the other way around. So language development disorder. So yeah, developmental language development disorder is a diagnosis given to a person who has difficulty talking and/or understanding a language. So it is like it can be like for any language basically. So, well, for me, like English is still like a bit easier on my end, but Dutch is like it's difficult.
I see. I see.
So yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, for English, it still exists. Like you still can hear me like I can't talk that very fast thing. Like I gotta get the lucky days thing, like where it's like I have easy words is the thing.
Okay, okay, I see. That's fair enough, I'd say. I mean, I obviously haven't met anyone else with DLD, but
Yeah.
so I don't have a comparison to make. But I'd say you're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. Like the thing is like I have to like work around that as thing. So I have to make my stream interesting while I have that disorder. Like I don't go out of my way like, oh, I have DLD. Oh, give me more followers because I'm
Oh,
not
you
gonna
don't
promote it.
like use it as an excuse, I suppose.
No, I
Right?
don't use it as an excuse. No, I'm just gonna
That's
be like
pretty
normal.
based. That's pretty based.
It's gonna be like normal. I'm not gonna have to promote it anywhere. I will talk about it, but like for example, I just not promote it anywhere. Like for example, people have like autism like tagged as like
I know what you mean.
Twitch tag.
I know what you
Like
mean.
that will get them like instantly views to me. I'm not like that. I
I'm
won't
not
do
gonna lie.
that.
That's pretty fucking based. I think, in my opinion, that's really fucking based. Because
Like, I've
then,
seen some people like post it like, of course if you like autism, like fair enough. Like you can add it, of course. But like, I'm not gonna do this thing. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm not like dissing people who've added it, but I think it's just it's. I've always had this sort of mindset because I actually have dyslexia,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't like I have a few other things which I don't really necessarily want to talk about, but I've got a few other things, and I never present myself as I have this. Just I mean, I suppose it's also a personal philosophy because I feel like the more
Yeah.
I say it, the more I believe it, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
The more I sort of let it impact me, if that makes sense. So it's also like a mental thing. But I don't necessarily present myself as, oh, I have this, I have this, I have that. I'm just a person like everyone else. Because I think at the end of the day, it might sound harsh. I don't think many people, I suppose, give a shit what I have. They just they see me as a person, which is I think fair enough. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to be the way I am. I think everyone has their own little quirk to them, and everyone's a person. Everyone's different, and I suppose that's the charm of a person. That's the charm of people.
Yeah.
Everyone's slightly different. Everyone's got their own little thing, which is fair enough, I think. But at the end of
Yep.
the day, we're all people.
We're all people at the end of the day. Like we're all gonna be like almost the like exact in like nature, but it's like a little bit different. Like they're just different at the end of the day as well. Like all just like we're still humans, but we're still different. That's
Yeah,
how it's.
true. I think that's the charm. I think that's the like. If everyone was the same, it'd be very, very boring.
Yeah. Like we all like all that same voice, same like looks, like a lot of
Same
stuff. So, yeah.
opinion, the same.
Same
Yeah,
opinions. Yeah. It's basically like yeah, life is gonna be boring.
yeah. Life,
But yeah,
life would be very boring.
yeah. So like the thing is to me, I have to like actually work around it. So I actually have a character I have to like use on stream almost every single time. So
Does
yeah,
that get exhausting?
it gets very exhausting. Yeah, it like demotivates me from streaming because I have to keep it up. Like I'm gonna bring MCCI back to it. Like if I have to do that like on a day-to-day basis on MCCI for like a year straight just to get like a few followers, like yeah, what am I doing? Like I don't like. I have to give so much energy into this. I work a ton as well, like in real life thing. Like I have a full-time job I'm working on right now, and I stream in like the psycho like as well. Like right after that, like the schedule for me like for this summer vacation, it is like I wake up at 8 a.m. As of now, like do all my stuff and get out of bed. Go to work like 9 to set. Like it's from 9 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. my time. I go home, talk to my parents for like 1 hour or something, and I go up, sort some stuff out, and I go stream for like 2 hours, and then right after that, I sort of like the last things out and go to bed.
That's
So,
actually. I mean, you stay consistent with this, right? I suppose you have to.
I have to stay like, especially with the upcoming school schedule, it's gonna be more consistent. Like with vacation, my body is also like fucked itself over a lot because I have a lot of stomach problems right now. Where I've become like I've gone to the point where, like I'm becoming a bit too light, I would say.
A
So
bit
yeah,
too light. What do you mean by
yeah.
that?
Weight.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, like I'm like on a special like medicine right now that helps out like becoming too light.
I
So yeah.
see.
Anyways, I need to go grab some tea real quick. My parents gonna be mad at me. So be right like just like 30 seconds.
Okay, fair enough. Go for it. Well then, chat.
We're back.
Yeah. Of course. Well then, chat, you are left with me, I suppose. Zinno is on the Mirror Max screen, I suppose. He's got to go grab his dinner, which, fair enough. It is what it is. I'm gonna read chat for a little bit because why not? This is the time where you guys can have the wonderful parasocial relationship with me and interact with me. Dark Anderson says, I just realized that XQC now has Femboys attack. Oh my goodness. Mike says, do you love me, Crubsy Wubsy? Ooh woo. Go fuck yourself. I'm on the verge of banning you. Spade says, same. Oh no, sorry. Casper says, I feel like that, I feel that, comma. I hate using my disorder for views. Same, but it's kind of a big part for me, which is why it scared me in the beginning that people like Abdi or Crubs would like doing the 200 voices joke, but I got used to it and now it's funny. Fair enough. I don't know, I feel like I have sort of, how do I put this? I'm a very, like, I don't know, I enjoy, how do I put this? I enjoy making fun of things that, how do I phrase it? Oh, welcome back, sorry. I was literally just about to say, I like making fun of things, not because I make fun of them, but because I'm trying to make a very light-hearted, atmosphere, there we go, that's the word. I'm not necessarily, whenever I, like, sort of make jokes about something or someone, I don't mean any personal intent through those jokes. I'm not doing it to make fun of you. I'm doing it to have a general atmosphere and make it a very light-hearted one. And if someone is obviously offended or whatever by my jokes, depends on who it is, I suppose. But yeah, I obviously tone it down to 0. Welcome back, Sinno.
Yes, yeah, I'll grab the tea real quick. So yeah.
Nice, wonderful, yeah. Good shit.
But yeah, you talk about making fun of like some stuff I see, like so like a little bit joke about something.
I mean, obviously, you know,
yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I'm sort of someone who likes to make very extreme jokes, which I can't do all the time on Twitch, because Twitch is Twitch, isn't it?
Twitch is Twitch, yep.
Twitch is Twitch, which is fair enough, right?
Abide by the rules. Back in the day, I had to like tone it down as well because I switched to Minecraft. I like actually tone down my sayings on Twitch. Like I do swear a bit less right now. Okay. Is the thing on streams. I've like gone to the point like I do not even realize I'm swearing that much anymore. I sometimes just say bitch or something like a fuck, like just for like a little bit of a comedic effect. Like I am trying to lean towards like the more of a like all audience streamers thing.
I know what you mean.
But it is very difficult at the same time because people, of course, have their like if people join the stream, they swear. Yeah, hey, goodbye, your all audience. Like PG like 0 stream.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I feel like I already said this. I feel like my swearing's a part of my character, so I'm not going to change that. Whether even if it gets me more views, I don't.
Like I'm very open about my content creation, like in real life as well. Like people see like I'm working. Even my parents have like a massive project that I'm working on. They don't even know what it is. I'm just saying I'm like working on a massive project with Apathy. So yeah.
Fair enough. Like
I just say like I say I'm working on a project. And they like my parents just shared it around the entire family apparently. So yeah, no boy.
Really? Wait. So like they like sort of flex that you're a streamer to the rest of your family.
They sort of do, yeah.
That's
like,
pretty cool.
See, this guy has 800 followers. He's gonna become famous.
My parents do not give a shit. I'll just be honest with that. They do not care. When I was, and I'm still writing the book that I'm writing, that's the sort of thing where they're like, oh, he's gonna become an author. When I'm like, oh yeah, mom, I'm streaming. They do not give a shit. They do not care in the slightest. They don't care that I'm trying to become whatever. They're like, oh yeah, sure, you're making a bit of money over that, you know. I suppose that could be something cool in the future, but they don't care. Yeah,
me is like, I didn't have like a suitable job. Like, I started like affiliate in April, the thing. So I already had like got like a little bit of money from like Battlefront 2's thing. Like back when the day where like the threshold like was $100. Yeah, like that was a massive like thingy. So like my parents finally agreed to it, like to let me have affiliate to get it, so I can actually level income for money. So and they realized, oh, it's actually pretty good because he's actually getting money now. So,
yeah, no, I think that's incredible.
Like also like the thing is like when I was younger, like when I got my PC like for the first time, like they were like, all right, you're gonna have like a time restriction on your PC, of course. Like I bought the PC fully myself, so I had full control over it. No parental controls whatsoever. They just had to say, all right, time restriction is on it. But then, like, once they like saw what I would like, I could.
But you're being productive, right?
I was productive on my PC. That's all I needed, and they were like, all right, you can just stay on PC. We're not gonna have like Like I never got the time controller. That's the thing. Like I didn't have like a max of 2 hours. I had like the entire day on the PC I could go for. So yeah.
I don't really talk about this much because it's slightly embarrassing, but I used to have time restrictions on my PC as well. There were
Yeah.
points earlier on in my life where my parents were like, no, 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 this time, and it was extremely strict, and it was very embarrassing because everyone else my age was, you know,
Yeah.
lolly
Yeah.
daddling
Yeah.
on the PC 24/7, playing Fortnite, whatever the fuck, and I was here, sat in my room, just, well, what the fuck am I doing? But whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like sort of the same thing with me on I would say PlayStation, of course, but yeah, like I didn't have like online yet, so like alright, pause it and I'll come back to it later. But now since of course like the multiplayer aspect came in for me, like I think it was like 2014, 2015 I got the PS3.
Uh huh.
I got Minecraft on it first, so I was like playing that on my own, like when it's a little like friends like split screen or stuff. There was still like time restriction on that still. Like I could at least like play for like 5 hours or something. Like once my parents like this is enough, you gotta go do something else now. So yeah. And then all right, go do something else. But then what should we call it? I was gonna touch up. Like, this is where my DLD kicks in. Like I need to come up with words.
That's fine. That's fine. Take your time.
So yeah. What should we call it?
Try describing what it is that you're trying to say.
So like 2017 when I got, no, it's 2019 I got my PC. Then like my parents didn't want to have like that. Right, you can make actually good stuff where you can do whatever you want on PC.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I can like now sit here and game like all day long, or just like work as well because they know I edit the videos. They've actually seen some of my videos. I'm very embarrassed about that at the same time.
I think it's pretty cool.
That like they even are subscribed to my channel. Like even like my sister's
Aw.
friends are subscribed to my channel. I was so surprised about it. Like all right.
That is pretty nice though.
And even like I was at a family like once like every year we're going to like this family like as a very rich house, like a very cool house thing. Like part of my dad's side. There is like one dad gamer I talked to like for 3 hours straight, and like he knows about my channel as well. He even stopped by in chat one time. He stopped by my Twitch chat. Like, we
That's
were
pretty
chatting a
fucking
little bit.
based.
So like I'm not afraid at all to share about my content creation to like real life. That's the thing.
Yeah, me neither actually. And I feel like for me, partly that's because of the fact that I try to keep it very real. I'm not like I feel like if I would have put on more of a character, I'd be slightly embarrassed. Like if I was like appealing to a younger audience, I'd be slightly embarrassed. I'm like, what the fuck am I
Yeah.
doing? But because I keep
Yeah,
it
yeah.
real, because I do all the stuff that I do in real life, I don't really give a shit. I have
Yeah.
an interesting question to sort of throw at you, right? And it's to do
Alright.
with the. And I'm saying this because I obviously experienced the same thing with my parents limiting my time on the internet, limiting my time on my PC. How, like, looking back on it, what is your opinion of that?
Well, my opinion is like, of course, you gotta do some other stuff outside because, like back in the day when I was like, I think, 10 or 11, every time I got home, I instantly got like my the Mac, like a Mac laptop, like MacBook Air, something like that. I played Roblox for so long every time, like I had to get glasses at the end of the day. So yeah,
Ooh.
at least they suit me. I don't mind wearing glasses. The thing, they very much suit me. So
Fair enough.
they just realized, yeah, all right, it's time to like put a little bit of limit on your timers thing. Like, all right, fair enough. Like, I see the problem, like me being behind the computer all the time, because I also started to realize now I'm sitting way too much. I'm starting to have back problems is the thing. I still have to
Ooh,
go
yeah,
to a
no.
physio appointment,
Physiotherapy?
physiotherapy, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
or like a chiropractor, one of those two. Like I was like outside my dad, like, can I try and crack your back real quick? I felt that through my entire back.
Huh.
It is just jammed.
I know what you mean, the sort of the botch that comes with playing video games 24/7, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but also like with work, it's mainly a sitting job. I do not move around a lot. It's mainly like DTP, like it's graphic designing a little bit. So I sit behind the PC like I would say 5 hours, 6 hours on that day. So yeah, sometimes I have to like stand up like to cut the paper or like of course like make custom hoodie is the thing. So yeah.
Returning back to the point of, I suppose, your current opinion on your parents limiting your computer or your
Yeah.
internet, I'm curious, what was your opinion of that back then, in the moment? Like,
Like
as your younger self when your parents were like, no,
yeah, of course I hated it because I was not an outside child thing. So yeah.
no, yeah, fair
I
enough.
was not. I was not one because I am socially not good. Like online, I'm like socially I can interact with, like like a lot of things. Like I do not jump like random conversations. Feel like join like, hey, this is pretty cool. Like that's kind of awkward. So yeah, like instantly I come out of my comfort zone of that.
Okay, okay,
So
fair enough.
like going outside was like very like annoying for me at the same time because during my like of course like schools work different in the Netherlands. You have I would say primary school and then secondary school. Like yeah, secondary school, middle school. I would say I have no clue how to like translate to it, but
That's
yeah.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
So like middle school like is the part where like I socially like retracted like everything. Like I just hated life at the point. So yeah.
Too much social interactions, right?
That is too much. Like the first year was alright at middle school, but then at the end of that year, like I was getting picked on by people. So yeah,
Oh yeah, no, that's a terrible experience. I feel like, but at the same time,
so
I
yeah,
feel like people can. It's not about the sort of experience that is thrown at you. It's how a person deals with it. If that makes sense.
yeah.
You can either.
Like I was so damn different of everything, everyone there. Like I could not talk about anything I liked. Nothing. Just nothing I liked about.
Why? Because you're
I
getting
was
picked on for it.
yeah, I was being picked on. Yes,
Yeah,
because
that's
I like
dreadful.
Star Wars. Like people are like trolling about you like Star Wars. Like
I know what you mean. I know that sort of vibe. I've obviously
oh,
been
he
to.
plays tennis. Or like there's tennis even like a little wall sport or something.
Man, fuck those people. Honestly, I feel like those
Yeah,
people are the sort of the people that are projecting where they have nothing proper that they enjoy, or
yeah.
it's just kids being cruel, I suppose.
Say that's like once I like retreated to the online world. That's when I started like actually like finding myself a little bit online. So yeah.
Do you feel like through streaming and through entertaining people and through sort of almost having this semi-character online, do you feel like that has boosted your confidence?
It has indeed, but also like it's also streaming, but also again in real life because once I moved to current school I am at, it boosted my confidence through the roof. Like of a lot of stuff, my confidence like gone a lot better at least.
Explain that a little bit further.
So streaming or like I didn't start streaming like right when I got the PC is the thing. I did do like a bit of like the video editing and all that stuff, but that was about it. Like I was playing SCP Secret Laboratory. We have to play that as well in the club
Yes, yes,
game.
yes. Sorry, I've again. You know
Like
how much plans we have. It is what it
yeah,
is. But yeah, soon.
like I had to interact with people's thing in order to survive. Like I watched people play and it's like, oh, fun community. I'll join. Let's see how it goes. So like I actually had to like interact with people's thing in order to survive. Like I was already out of my comfort zone like the first time playing. I was like my mic was muted. My mic was just muting in there. But like once I started like talking a bit to people and like there, it's like random lobbies. So yeah, they can't do much. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like being social, even online, is a learning curve,
Yeah.
like just about everything else. But you're obviously very confident in yourself now online, right?
Yeah. I'm very confident.
Does that?
Like what?
Sorry, go on.
Once like people like ask me for like something like right, I'm confident I can help out with that thing. Like make sure it is a how should I put it? I'm confident enough to like say this now or like do that. Like I work off like a very like weird like concept. This thing I'll touch about later. But yeah, the confidence like actually did boost by myself because yeah, middle school like wiped it out of me. Like
Hmm.
the school before that was fine. I had like a lot of confidence to do stuff. Like the middle school after that, my like socially confidence and like mentally, I was like drained. It was all gone. So yeah, once I like moved to the online world, then yeah, then everything started going back to normal.
Fair enough. Because I feel like partly, I don't know, maybe you feel differently about this, but I think partly the reason why I've gained more confidence through streaming and through sort of interacting with people online is because,
Yeah.
I mean, you, me, Apathy. I'm thinking of anyone else sort of like bigger. I feel
Well,
like
I'm being called right now, so give me one moment.
go for it. Let me know when you're back. There goes Sinnoh. How you doing, chat? Imagine like in Minecraft, people on the internet having way nicer to me than any person I've met IRL. Do not worry, I will change that. I will make you hate the internet just as much as you hate in real life. I was never timed restricted. But I was restricted on what social media I was allowed to have. Dame. Yeah, fuck you too. I was going to say, actually, I feel like I was going to try and sort of segue into this with the Sinnoh thing, but I didn't manage to do it. It's fine, though. It is what it is. Um, I was going to sort of bring up the concept of, I suppose, video games equals bad, right? Well, that sort of topic, because I was obviously limited as a child, as younger version of Crubs. I was limited as to how much time I could spend on the PC, how much time I could spend on video games, that sort of stuff. And I'm actually sort of thankful for that. I'm very thankful. And at the time, I hated it. I absolutely despised it. But looking back on it, it was definitely something that I would do as well. I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think video games are dreadful. I say that being someone who plays video games a lot. I think video games are dreadful. Sorry, hello?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I was getting called for like a bar shift, takeover. So yeah.
I see.
So yeah, someone called me. Like I never get called as the thing for like a bar shift takeover. Like I was like, who is that? And they're like, oh, there's like
Who the
someone
fuck
from, like,
is
the
this?
bad-
Yeah.
So yeah, the free 30 euros for me though. That's a free 30 euros.
Fair enough. Where did we leave off? We left off on. Oh yes,
Confidence,
yeah, confidence, and that sort of general thing. And yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, I feel like the spike in confidence, the boost in confidence that streaming gives, as well as I suppose not playing video games, but having like a social life on the internet, I feel like comes from the. Yeah, and I was going to say, you, me, Apathy. There's no one else I can really think off the top of my head, but we've become sort of authority figures.
Yeah.
We are the managers of this community. We present ourselves to a lot of viewers. Well, maybe not a lot, but you know.
Yeah, not a lot, yeah, but still quite a bit. So,
It's still quite a bit. We are presenting ourselves to these viewers. We are sort of dictating. We are the sort of maestros of the stream. We dictate what happens on the stream. We are the source of content of people. And I feel like that's like people. So there are certain people who look up to us.
Yeah.
And that's a massive confidence boost, I think.
That is indeed, yeah. So
Like,
I've had like multiple like people as well, like the DMs, like you're doing so amazing like content, like and stuff. Like just don't say that because of course like it's massive, like it's a bit of like an confidence boost as well. But like it's still like a small stream area, like so yeah. It is quite difficult to like wrap your head around like how people are looking up to you and like this size still. So yeah.
I agree. I completely agree with that because you're obviously one of the Halo boys, and you have a very massive Discord, which you should all go definitely check out.
Indeed.
Most of you,
like it's about to reach 250 members as well. So
God damn, that's a lot. But
yeah, like we were stuck at like 200 for like good whiles to think. So yeah.
But yeah, you and Apathy are the managers of you're the leaders of this community. That's a pretty sizable number, like beneath you, pretty much. Like you're responsible for these people in a way.
Yeah.
And so obviously,
the
there's
thing
a
is
lot
as well,
of,
like we're also trying to increase engagement with the community. It's like more events like Among Us, for example. Apathy's going to do more. We have like massive project that's coming up very soon. Like it's almost done is the thing, but it seems to be like a bit of finishing touches.
Like, yeah, so I've heard.
Like we could have had it done a while ago, but like our timings are just awful.
Yeah, it is what it is, you know.
Like for example, yesterday or like Monday, yesterday. Like I planned the day before that. I planned with Apathy. 12 p.m. BST. We're gonna work on it. All right. And like, sure, all right, and like, you never showed up because
that's crazy.
Appointment of like car taxes, like, oh boy.
Sorry, what?
Like, you had to like get his car taxed, all that stuff.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, inevitably, there's going to be stuff that gets in the way of streaming and stuff. Like, I know that you've actually had a pretty good track record of like showing up to stuff. But I recall there was like once or twice where Apathy was like, "Where is Sinnoh?"
Yeah. Like the thing is, I'm trying to like work at the same time, like have like a social life. Is the thing.
That makes
so like
perfect sense.
I also work for like because I select this work specifically because I like a decent income. It's also like some of that income goes straight back to like content as well. So yeah. So like that's why like it's difficult for me to schedule some stuff.
That makes perfect sense, I think. But yeah, that's the right mindset, I think.
Yeah, and sometimes, usually when I'm late, it's either like parents, or it is either just like my stomach in the way.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, like we both have like the worst schedule ever. Like it's either him that's gonna like have like something scheduled that you're not be able to attend, or it's me that's gonna have something that's gonna be in the way.
It is what it is, you know. That's just
it is
life.
what it is.
It's inevitable, and I think that's fair enough, you know. I feel
Indeed.
like it's a good sign when you're surrounded by people who, I suppose, understand right. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It sort of clarifies that, like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm in the right sort of I'm in the sort of right room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What are your sort of hmm? What are your, how do I put this, opinions on the people you've met on this wonderful journey that is called streaming?
Ooh, yeah. I met some wonderful people on the career I'm currently on right now. Especially like Asteroid people, like they're lovely. Um, let's see. Like, of course, the MCCI community. There are like a lot of people like joined from MCCI's thing, so I'm very grateful like joining them as well. Um, so yeah, like especially like at the beginning. Like at the beginning, it was like peak Halo Boys for like a moment. Like it slowly come back towards the game, like peak Halo Boys.
Peak Halo
Like
boys. What do you mean?
yeah, like for example, after like I would say April, like somewhere like mid-April, it started dying down because I was getting like out of the streaming like how should I put it? Like MCCI was of course getting out of closed beta and the server is going to be temporarily shut down, so we could not stream it on like a lot. So we had to like come up with like some other stuff, so we didn't stream it a whole lot. After that, once it came back, it's like, yeah, our stream schedule like still kind of because we didn't want to stream a whole lot. But now we're sort of back into it, and like the community is a bit more active than usual. So yeah, but yeah, like the peak moment of the Discord was definitely in December and January. That was like the peak of the Halo Boys Discord.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, which is going, like I said, going very strong.
Yeah, like now it's going fine again. It's going pretty good. But yeah, it
I
is
think you,
like
you've. Yeah, sorry, go on.
like of course, like it will go up and down. This thing of Discord, this thing. So yeah, like at the period, like oh, we're not gonna do much this time. All right, fair enough. But yeah, and then we of course have the period. Oh, there's gonna be like a hype around it. So yeah,
Do you have any sort of goals that you want to reach in terms of your Discord, in terms of streaming, in terms of,
like for
YouTube?
goals, I
Short
just
term,
want
I mean,
like
short term.
yeah, make people happy is the thing. That's always what I want to
That's
do.
very
Like
wholesome.
give people like the time of their lives on the Discord is the thing, and like give them a fun time to be in. Like for example, like once let's say like I'm currently like also working to get 3D animation done sort of out for me. Like I want to learn that so I can make animations thing, which will feature all the people I've sort of met. Like there's gonna be like this story I'm gonna
Oh,
make it.
interesting.
Have you ever seen like those Minecraft like music videos, like Fallen Kingdom, for example, or like
Yes. I mean, obviously, who hasn't seen Fallen Kingdom, right?
yeah, of course, yeah, and then like Rainimator's one, like Call Us Eyes, all that stuff. Like that's a fucking banger, like serious thing.
Sorry, which one?
Like Rainimator or Rainmator. You know that
Rainmate.
guy?
I've never heard of that, actually, no.
Lem- yeah, I'll send like a link to his YouTube. He makes like some very good music videos, like very good music. It's the thing as well. Let me bring up the channel real quick.
Whilst you do
Like
that, I'm actually going to grab your Twitch channel real quick, and I need to throw that into the... Well, pin it, pretty much. I forgot about that.
yeah. Let me take a look real quick. Where's that? There he is. Like he's still going strong as well, like animation. Like he's improving it constantly. Like this one like gets me hyped. Like animation has been like a favorite thing for my like entire life. Let me send you a link to him. There we go.
This guy.
So yeah, it can be quite like how you put it. Like the animation can be like quite goofy. Like the shorts of him, like
Yeah.
quite goofy. But like the story of it is like pretty fun to watch, and especially the
Oh,
music.
interesting. Have you
Like
have you seen some of Rom's animation? Oh yeah, you did,
yeah,
because for
yeah,
the
of course,
MCC
yeah. You made
application that we
animation
did.
for us.
Yes, the MCC application they did for
Yeah.
us. Rom's
Like
pretty
I
good at
want to
that.
get
Yeah.
like a small team go like animations thing in the future, where we can like create like small like story like wise. Like what I do want to do is like make a Five Nights at Freddy's Minecraft series. That's the number one goal I have. I,
Interesting.
that's the one because I have not seen like I've not seen many people do like a fully fledged Minecraft series on anything. Like just like voice over, voice acting, all that stuff.
Voice
So
acting, you say? Interesting.
So it would be actually like I want to have voice acting, like actual mouth movement is the thing, like a fully fleshed out story is the thing. So I want to see if I can pull that off.
Okay, okay.
So
Well, that's
I'm like,
definitely a challenge, isn't it? It's definitely something to
that's gonna
do.
be a challenge, yes. because I'm going the exact route which I'm going to be following. Like it's 3D animation, so I'm going to be like writing a story in the meantime as well for that. While I do the course on school, because the thing is, like, people always say recommend it to learn in your own time for 3D animation. Like the thing is, like ADHD and autism, they're kind of annoying with that, like self-learning. So
Say that again, sorry?
so I have to like, so like people like recommend always like learning 3D
Yes.
like modeling animation
Yes.
like on your own time. That's the problem with me. Like if I take ADHD and autism from me, like,
ADHD
I
and
know
autism,
those
yeah, that's
things.
that's the bit I missed out
Yeah,
on. Yeah.
that's the problem with me right there. I cannot focus for like very long. Like I just like if I hear anything on Discord or like my phone go off, I'll instantly get distracted and I'll be going doing something else.
I know that. I know that feeling. I do know that feeling.
So
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd say though. That makes sense. I
yeah,
suppose. But yeah, I
that's why
suppose
I'm
that's
following a
that's
school course. Is things for it. At least
yeah
I will
no
learn the
yeah.
essentials to things. So like I'll be learning Unity engine and Unreal engine at the same time.
Wait,
That is like a master plus from this course. I'll be
are you
learning
doing?
both.
Is this an online course?
It's a school course at my
A
school.
school course. Sorry, I needed to
Yeah.
reiterate that. A
Like it's
school
a
course. Interesting.
subject you can
Unity and say that again. Sorry, Unity and Unreal was it?
Unreal Engine 5. Yep.
Is that is there any coding involved in that?
A little bit, yes.
Because I had back when I was working on a game for I think it was a game jam, whatever the fuck. I had a friend who coded in Unity, and from what I heard, it was pretty exhausting.
It can be quite exhausting, yeah. Like Unity and Unreal Engine, of course, it's mainly modeling, but also requires the coding successfully. So like, animation does require coding. Luckily, is the thing. That's the good part. But once it comes to like game development, then yes,
Oh
it's
yes,
gonna
yes, yes.
require coding.
From what I know, game
So yeah,
development. You ever thought about that?
yes, I have thought like that was my first course I would be going because I know if I went for a game artist, that's the one I was originally going to follow. Then I'll be going the route for like animation at the same time because yeah, game art is like you have to like animate the terrain or like animate the characters thing. But imperfect. But they released a new course for my school, uh, which mixed both the 3D animation and animation audio-visual type of stuff. Like audio, I'll be actually making audio myself as the thing, and game artists together. Like they mixed it in together and like made it one, and that's what I was searching for.
And I'm assuming you found it, right?
It's basically yeah, that's exactly what I needed in order to like fulfill like my dream, like trying to like make a full-fledged series. Like every time I watch like a series, I'm always looking to get like goosebumps or something, like some good like feeling goosebumps.
You
in
want
the
something
series.
that'll move someone just as much as you've been moved.
Yeah, basically like that. Yeah.
So that's technically one of your goals, right? In terms of this whole
Yeah.
content creation thing. That's very interesting. We heard it here first,
Like
folks.
you might see me like think, oh, you're gonna be like a gaming content creator. Now I'm probably gonna do like animation at the same time as well.
Interesting,
So
interesting. I mean, suppose one's going to bounce off the other, a bit like Apathy's sort of YouTube career bounces off the Twitch career, right?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's the goal, isn't it? Because then if you get a decent sized following, you can just promote your what's the word? Sorry, they just left me. What was the thing we just talked about? Series, right? Yes, series. Sorry, I have this
The
sort
series,
of
yeah, series, yeah.
I have this sort of thing, which is dreadful for a podcast host, right? But it happens where my train of thought just vanishes. It's dreadful.
Snaps, yeah.
Just leaves me. But yes,
Gone,
the
reduced
series.
to
You can
atom.
technically use that to sort of bounce off the series and the Twitch, because one's going to, as if one succeeds, the others are going to succeed because your name is interlinked. And I suppose that's also the same with Halo Boys,
Yeah.
which is why I think that sort of the community aspect is so important for streaming, because you and Aptly sort of bounce off of each other, right? In terms
Yeah.
of trade, in terms of anything. That's why I think a community is so important in streaming, because his success is also your success, and likewise.
Yep. Like of course, like the thing is, there's always gonna be like that one like it's gonna be more popular than the other one is the thing. Like of course we're like still like bouncing off each other's success. Like there's always like once we like started working together, I did have like that thought like a little bit, like is that gonna be a good idea to like work together, like have one Discord and one community?
Oh,
Because
really?
the thing
Interesting.
is,
No,
like,
tell me about that. Tell me a bit more
So,
about that.
like the thing is of that, I've seen people do this before as well. Like there can be like some like there's gonna be like a sided community this like there's gonna be like community, oh you like Sinnoh or you like Apathy. There's gonna be that. and it might like
Okay.
get to like people's heads to things, and it's like, all right, well, yeah, we're gonna split it up, and then yeah, we're gonna have our own communities. So yeah, like I don't think I'm not gonna worry about it like that at all because we know each other. Like it's gonna be fine. We can have like run a community at the same time in one Discord.
Yes.
But yeah, the thing is of that, what should we call it? Like, oh, what was I gonna call it again? Like I knew from the get go, like after he was gonna be, I would say a bit more famous than I am. So yeah,
Oh,
like
really?
the thing is, like he has that more like voice. He has like an energetic feeling. He has the more comedic effect than I do.
He's just him. I know what you mean.
He's just him, yes.
I
So
know
yeah,
exactly what you
like
mean.
I don't mind any of that. Like I don't mind him being like more famous than me. Like I don't have any like ego towards that. But yeah, like that's the thing, of course. Like there's gonna be like some like form he's better in than I am. So yeah.
I
Like he's
suppose.
better at like talking to people, like engaging with people. Like unlike me, like I do engage with people, but it's like in a much calmer way. This thing. Like you've seen the Halo Boys Discord compared to like me and him. Like you compare quotes and me like
I know
me
what you mean.
posting how's everyone's day going. Like you see the difference in that.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, right? Because, like I
It's
said,
not a bad thing. No.
you're both the team. You're both sort of like we talked about at the beginning of the podcast. You just have certain, like, you have different aspects, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's obviously the same community, but if people prefer chill streams, they go over to you. If people prefer more slightly chaotic streams, for Abdi's personality,
Yep.
they go over there. And I think that's perfectly fine because, I mean, in my eyes
Yeah, it's
anyway,
perfectly
you
fine.
both are a team. You both bounce off of each other. You
Indeed.
both work pretty well together, and obviously it's a team effort. And I
Yes,
feel like
indeed.
both you and Abdi are extremely mature, and you both understand that. And I suppose the more you sort of
Oh yeah,
reiterate
definitely.
that, the better the
Yeah,
community
yeah.
is going to do. And then again, I
Yeah.
suppose there was also the aspect of, in theory, right, competition is not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not. No, the competition is always good. Like for example, like if you so yeah, here's a good example. Like Threads and X.com now, or Twitter, of course. Like
Threads. Oh, Threads is
Twitter didn't.
Instagram, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, Threads is from Instagram, like Mark Zuckerberg. Like
Oh, that guy.
Twitter, they did not have any competition because it was like just flat out like, all right, you can post something and it's done. You don't have to like put anything like specific in it, like post some random crap on there. They didn't have any competition. That's why it was so big. Well, now that Threads is out and X dot like Elon is just fucking over Twitter. Yeah, you see, like now there's gonna be competition. Is the thing. So it's always good. Like so, right? X.com actually has to improve now. Is the thing. It has to improve on this stuff. And like Threads will also keep on improving. So like there's a competition every time now. That's basically like how it's gonna go.
This is ever so slightly off topic, but
Yeah.
do you feel like there are certain things, or do you feel like there's certain things sometimes where the competition is artificial? In the sense
What do you mean with
that,
that?
let's say PlayStation and Xbox, the competition causes them to grow, but it also it causes this divide between, like, I suppose people, right? Between gamers, where you have the
Yeah.
Xbox and you have PlayStation. You have one person on one side and one person on the other side. And
Yep.
because of the fact
Console
that there is a
wars.
rival, yeah, console wars, exactly. But console wars mean more attention towards the consoles. So I suppose that's also another reason why competition is pretty good. Competition leads to growth. And so I sort of sometimes wonder at the back of my head, like, what competition is like, because I suppose it wouldn't be too hard to imagine two sort of big console companies shaking hands and being like, hey, let's create console wars so the more people bring attention towards consoles.
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it. Contract, undisclosed, easy peasy. And I suppose I'm also thinking, like, where else could that be? That sort of stuff. It's thought experiments that run through my mind. But I suppose that might be interesting to do with content creation, maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah. Like that's always the thing. Like there's not very much competition like for content creation. I would say like you grow it through like own speed is the
Yes,
thing.
that is true.
So, yeah. Like if you like pull something off like insanely like something unique or like funny or like a meme or something, then yeah, there you go. You know pop it a little bit. But yeah, like there's not much competition in that. I would say unless you make it a competition is the thing. Like for example, T-Series versus
Yeah.
PewDiePie, like classic.
That sort of thing, yeah, exactly. Because there was during that. I mean, I'm not even implying that was like fucking agreed upon, because it definitely wasn't.
Yeah.
Surely, right?
Nah. It was like T-Series didn't give like any fuck about PewDiePie.
I know.
With,
I
like,
know.
competition.
But that's the thing, because this was in the spotlight, because it was this guy versus this guy, who's going to get there first? This big headline, and so many people hopped on the bandwagon. PewDiePie jumped in subscribers just in the attempt to take over T-Series, sorry. That sort of attention, that sort of spotlight towards both things due to the competition made PewDiePie grow significantly and really quickly as well. Or let's take, for example, what is it? I think it was Logan Paul versus KSI, right?
Yeah, Logan Paul. Oh yeah, that one as well. Yep.
I've heard that there was a lot of like theories, I suppose, that all of like the sort of things were staged, right? So that people would basically come and watch, and then they just split the money. Which, I mean, in theory, that's pretty smart, I'd say.
It's pretty smart, yeah.
Right, it makes sense because they're both making a shit ton of money out of it.
Yeah, like they're now partners thing, like for Prime and all that.
Oh yeah, they're now partners. Yeah, which I think is cool. I've heard that Prime energy drink is dog shit for you.
It's a lot of caffeine, a lot of it,
and a lot of interesting chemicals there. But this isn't the health channel. This is Cruubs01. So
it's Cruubs01.
We're gonna slightly move on.
Move on from that. So yeah.
Yeah. We've talked about a lot of things. I was going to actually mention, this is again sort of off topic, but we talked about this earlier on, I think it was the day before yesterday's stream. Scammers.
Yeah.
On Twitch and Discord.
Scammers. Yeah.
Yeah, scammers.
You
mentioned
scammers.
You mentioned a few interesting interactions you've had with a few scammers here and there.
Yeah, like the artist type scam.
Yes, the art type scam.
Yeah, like the thing is, like they are like officially artists. I would say like, they are artists, but they take like such a weird route of getting you that art. I would say, like they do like for like a pretty insane price tag on some of them. I would say, but not like too much. Like I pay like 30 euros for like one art piece, and then the other one I did like 30 euros. So that's still acceptable, I would say. Like I do not go to the jump, at least like they trying to make a living, of course, like this artist. Well, like we already have our own artist in there, the Discordist thing, so we just ask them. So like I just tell them kindly, like I already have some like cool stuff made for myself here. That's right. If I have anything for you, I'll like probably DM you something about it. So yeah, that's what I usually go about. This thing. So, but like usually I would like every time I tell people they are not very much scammers. Is the thing. They are just like trying. Oh, hey, I do like graphical designs thing, but they look like scammers thing because they take the same thing like as every other
the same format,
artist. It's the same format. Like
it
they
is
do not
literally
change, like,
the same format.
Like if they do not like if they make it different, then yes, it'll be like, all right, let me like go do something for you real quick. It's like if it's like, hey, hello, how are you doing today? Like I'm doing good. How are you? Like instead of like going to like, can I show you my portfolio or something? Like go something like I would say, all along the lines like, by any chance, do you have like any like commissions you can do for me? Like instead of like jumping like straight to like the bait of that. So yeah.
There was actually before I go on to the individual, I remember. Do you remember that one person who tried to add everyone in Halo Boys?
Oh yeah.
That's
I saw the
crazy.
Like that's the thing. That's super promoting right there. That's of course like an offense to the rules.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I remember I was like I was poking around. I was curious. Like they showed their portfolio and I was like, how much do you charge people for this? And they were like, the money. I think they were like the price is to be decided. Which I was like, okay, dude. And then they were like, would you like some? I was like, no, I didn't ask if I want any. I just asked for the price. Yep. But there was a particularly. I don't know if you have any like sort of funny scammer stories or anything. Any sort of notable
funny
moments.
Scammer stories.
I have one. It's It was this one time where it's the the rinse and repeat formula where they're in your DMs. It was from the Halo Boys, surprisingly enough.
And I think I know which one it was. I don't know fully yet, but go on.
And they messaged me being like, "Hey, listen, and no, they were like, "Hi, how are you?" I was like, good. What the fuck do you want from me?" And then they mentioned, "Oh, I'm a graphical designer or whatever. Do you stream on Twitch?" And I was like, "No, I do not stream on Twitch." And they were like, "I really liked your last stream." I just said I don't stream on Twitch. It was like a fucking bot response. Like I just said no. Like, what are you talking about? Crazy. But that sort of I don't know, boggled my mind a bit.
Yeah. Like if you want to like get like people to like if you want like make stuff for people, then start out like, all right, here's like what I'll make some like free art for you, like then later on like you can start paying for it, I would say. Like that's how you probably do it. Like if you like small one, like set up like a page or something like for commissions. Like that's the easiest way to go about like a commission page.
Yeah, no,
There you
true,
go.
true.
Easy start right there. Like show off you some work up there, and then you can probably get some people for you.
I'm curious to see like some sort of statistic as to how many people actually fall for this shit. Or I suppose go with it.
Yeah. Like I've gone along with it like a few times, I would say. Like first almost over Instagram actually, because I
Okay.
just reached affiliate and they like said like someone came to me and was like hello, like it's like do you want to like see like stuff I made? Like sure. I didn't know about it at the time because it looked like, of course, like more sense at the time because I'm just affiliate. So yeah. I just went like about alright, here's what I do. Like, alright, can you make this for me? Can you make that for me? Like, oh sure. And later on, I asked the price for will there be a price on it? Yes. So like the way they will do the price is they will have like a prepayment. So like I paid 15 euros in advance, and then 15 euros after, basically.
Okay. That's
That's how it
fair
went.
enough, I'd say. I
So it's still
suppose.
like a fair deal, I would say. Like I don't think it's like very much a scam at the end of the day. It's just like they just want like try and get like the money out of you, like because of course you like the main focus on because oh you're affiliate, you got money. That's the main focus.
Yeah. But
That's the main focus.
I feel like they sort of, I mean, especially it happens to smaller streamers because I feel like they want to capitalize on smaller streamers who don't really know what they're doing, and you're like, oh, I don't really have
Yeah.
any graphic design. Huh, sure, this is cheap. Why not? But I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's more valuable to, I suppose, it makes sense, right? That the sort of bigger commissioners get more commissions because they have a history of not scamming people, right? Or
yeah.
presenting this sort of art, and you have a sort of portfolio to look through. You know what you're getting into. Whereas with these sort of smaller, more indie, I suppose I'd like to call them, people who go into DMs asking for stuff. I'm not gonna lie, and this I know this isn't for all of them, but from what I've seen, when they show their portfolios, it looks like AI generated shit.
Oh yeah, now the one like the
And
from
the
like
Halo Boys, right?
the Halo Boys, yeah,
It looked dog
that
shit.
was
I'm
very
sorry.
inconsistent one. That was very inconsistent.
I'm
They,
sorry.
they
It looked
did
like dog
not.
shit.
Yeah. The other one I had that was pretty consistent.
That's good. I mean, I suppose there's different levels to it, right? But the
Yeah.
inconsistent ones, that's when I look at it and it's like, there's no way you're like paying like $30 for this.
Yeah.
Like, I
Now
could do
because it
this in
was
like
so
3 seconds
different
in Paint.
from one another. Like if they're like very different from one another, then yeah, nah. But if they like actually like look alike, then yes, I'll like see if like we'll maybe do something about it. But yeah, but yeah, like one last time, I'm like, all right, looks really good. It like actually consistent art, same art style as like every single other one. But I'm likely not gonna like pay right now because I use like what I tell the artists like if they like I tell them just go to my DMs. Like I don't mind if they DM me at the end of the day. Like I'll tell them, all right. Well, here's the thing. I don't need anything at the moment, but if I do have something, I'll DM you about it. Well, I just
Mm-hmm.
end up not doing DMing them because yeah, because I literally don't need it.
Yeah,
Because I usually ask AOT to make them.
best. I mean, that's another perk of creating a community. You will
Yep.
inevitably find some artists.
Yep.
I was going
Like
to,
we have quite a few arts in the Halo Boys thing, so yeah.
very based. I was actually going to
Like no, that's
mention.
from. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we like we had like actually quite a lot of artists recently, so which is surprising. So yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the only
yeah.
thing I want to touch.
Fair
So,
enough. I was actually going to mention really quickly the thing that Spade said. I mean, yeah, but you have kind of a find a middle balance because if you do too much, then all of a sudden people expect you to do free art. I feel like because the
yeah,
thing that you
true.
mentioned, where you do free art and then you do whatever, I feel like
Yeah.
there's a very simple way in my mind, and the only reason I'm touching upon this is because my problem-solving brain is like, ha, this is a solution, I suppose. That's the only reason. I would say, and I suppose this goes for anything really, if you're doing it for free, whether you're working for free, whatever you're doing, whatever for free. I feel like if you lay the boundaries, where we're like, I will make, like you come up to someone, for example, as a commissioner, right? I
Yeah.
will make you 5 pieces of art for free, and then, we can make some sort of like deal, and you can like do contracts for me, not contracts, sorry, but you can do like sort of commissions for me, or maybe I'll do 2 art pieces for you for free. I'll do 1 art piece for you for free,
Yeah. I would
and
say like
then
one art piece is definitely like one. So,
but
yeah.
yeah, laying the sort of groundwork, so being like, I'm going to do this for free, and then later on you're going to pay. That
Yeah.
sort of laying the boundaries for that will make the other person understand. And like I said, that's the same with like working for free. It's a nice little taster to see if they like your art or uh, if you're good enough to like work somewhere. I suppose.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. That's sort of what I meant. Like one art piece, then all right. If you like it, then you now have to pay for now. Unless I like, I don't know why it's like before. Like for example, AOT. Like, I'm gonna make a bet by apathy. Every like time you get a kill, like winning Sky Battle, you make emotes for me.
You're making a competition, yeah. But that's obviously because she's also part of the community, and I feel like with the community thing, it's a back and forth relationship because, for example, like Spade or Casper or anyone else who does art, when they do art for the Halo boys, you give them a promotion, right?
Yeah.
That's the bigger the community, the more they're going to benefit.
Indeed. Like for example, I commissioned the sub badges finally from AOT.
Yes, I saw. They look really good, by the way.
Yeah.
They look really fucking cool.
Like I had such a hard time coming up with them is the thing. So yeah, I was like going through, alright, what do I like? And like it has to sort of fit in. But like fuck it, I'm just gonna do the lightsabers. Fuck, I'm just gonna go to the Old Republic. Please, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Do you not know about that game?
Yes, I really like Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yeah, it's an amazing MMO. Probably one of the best out there at the same time. But yeah, anyways, back to the main topic. Before I go into Old Republic stuff.
No, that's fine. Like, to be fair, if you want to talk about Old Republic, fucking go for it.
We'll do after that.
We'll do after that. Okay. The last thing I wanted
to. So yeah, I sort of like went around the ranks from like the Old Republic thing, for, like the lightsaber. So like we started like Padawan. Like I had like a bigger list thing. Let me grab it real quick. I had a bigger list for it because I want to fill all the slots in, but I simply couldn't. So yeah. See, so yeah, I had the first one is Padawan, of course. Second is Jedi Knight. Third one is Jedi Sentinel. The 6-month one was Jedi Guardian. The 9-month one was Jedi Battlemaster. The next one was Jedi Master. Next one was Jedi Grandmaster. Then I had the Grey Jedi after that one.
I see.
Like 2 years. But yeah, that was a little bit too expensive on my end, so
yeah. Fair enough.
Couldn't do that much. Well, I like at the end of the day, I just pay for like all the art that's almost made for me. Unless like I don't know where it's made for me, I won't pay for it. Like if I commission something like RP something, like what I might do in the future, like ask someone like for like a custom like Spartan armor, like me like an armor suit, like a Halo.
What do you mean by that? Expound on that a little bit more. Sounds interesting.
So like I want like a profile picture as well, like as me in like a Spartan suit, like from Halo.
That's pretty based.
I want to see like someone wants to make that for me. Like, of course I'll pay for this thing, but yeah, I need to like get the money for it first. Like, I might be able to like pay for this time because I have like a bar shift I have to do then on Friday this week. So yeah.
Well, Spade does some fucking incredible commissions.
Yeah, I might probably ask Spade for it. Yeah, we shall see. But I like see like how I've like enough money for it because I do get a massive payout very soon. Like, I do want to sort of spend some like fun stuff. I'm also like planning some stuff for future content is the thing. So yeah, I gotta like be aware of that because a lot of it's like whatchamacallit, like I started work with like also the intent of like getting back into content is the thing.
Oh, yes, I was about to say you're staying very true to yourself in the sense that the drawings that have been made, for example, the Spartan armor, whatever the fuck, that's going into content. That's directly. That's pretty much
going. Yeah, but usually it's like whatchamacallit, like of course like making art for myself. Yeah, it doesn't really get back to the community thing. But I want to like of course put the money into like actual like giveaways or like events.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like for example, like when CinnoLIVE is gonna shut down probably, which will likely be soon. We shall see.
Keep me updated on that, by the way.
I'll keep the server probably on, but it'll be just for events related.
Okay, that's
so I have like this monthly server going on, like 12 euros per month still. But like if we need it for events, like if you want like use for something, Crow, then you can DM me. Like I'll set it up for you, or I can give you like admin perms, so you can set that up for yourself.
That might actually be extremely useful in terms of like Crub games and stuff.
Yeah,
because I obviously need to like take down the Ad Astra server, copy Worlds over, then fucking
That's what I mean. That's why I'll keep the server like paid up and running, but like if people need to use this something,
I'd say that also. Yeah, no. If you decide to do that, that would also mean that I feel like events could be done like really quickly.
It can be done really quickly. That's what like also was considering because CinnoLIVE is done for it. I want to like actually focus on stuff now.
Like content, like right? Events. Content. Because yeah, if you do, sorry, yeah, like I said, if you do that, like we could pump out like fucking events like hot candy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm willing to like keep the server up and running for like if we decide to do events on it. So yeah,
I'll keep that in mind. That's a very tempting offer. Yep. I was going to also mention, unless you have anything else you want to say along those lines.
Not really, no.
Fair enough. This is sort of a more vague topic, but I like the sort of thought experiment, that sort of fun shenanigans. We were on the topic of art. Out of curiosity, what do you, I suppose, what do you consider as art? Now, this is a more wider topic, and it goes past sort of streaming. It's just like I said, I enjoy thought experiment stuff, so might as well throw that in. What considers as art? Because we have like modern art nowadays, which there's the debate between what is actually art. Is modern art? Where you get like stuff with like sellotape on bananas, like, oh, this is really riveting, Yeah. And there's other people who say like, no, what the fuck?
Like the thing is with me of like art and all that stuff. Like I am not a guy who like looks into details of the thing. I do not look into the detail of the art. If it looks cool. If it looks bad, it looks bad. So yeah.
So that's what art is too. If it looks cool, it's good art. Yes, I think.
Yeah. It's like simply if it looks good, like I like it. Then it's just looking at it, I don't like it. So yeah.
Fair enough,
it's basically like in my opinion on art. Like what's the question again? You repeat that?
I suppose, what do you consider as art?
Consider as art. I would say like of course art like drawing art or stuff like that's considered art for me at the end of the day, because that actually like you actually created something. Like graphical designs as well, like that's art still at the end of the day. Like actual art, I would say is like drawing like a pen or like a tablet pen or something like that. You actually draw instead of like placing in like cubes or something to fill in like something.
So I suppose you're correlating art to the amount of effort put in.
Yeah, effort put in, because you of course do by hand this thing.
By hand. Okay, interesting.
Like of course, like draw this thing. Like you
yes,
draw like your hand like a pencil. It's like online like on the digital thing. Like I do graphic design this thing.
Yes,
like
you
a little bit of graphic design. So we have a program called InDesign, which like used for graphic designing, or Illustrator on this too. So we create stuff on there, but we just do like cubes, or like we have like a pen tool, but you just draw like you drag out the lines thing. So you just fill in that area. It's not really like drawing, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Like that's it's still art in the end of the day, but like in my opinion, art is actually like where you draw it with like hand.
Like the good old definition of art,
pencil.
Right?
The good old definition of art, yes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I think art is completely and utterly subjective, so I don't think there is necessarily a right answer as to what is art.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think that sticking a piece of sellotape onto banana is, well, considered art.
Like a picture of a banana with like tape on it. Yeah,
like,
here's art. Congratulations.
I don't know how, but that was something that we had to do on my creative writing course, where we had to discuss art and sort of the impact of art and that sort of stuff, which, I mean, I don't know why, but fair enough. And I think we were discussing, there was a point that we were discussing, and it was, in these big museums, you have these sort of, I think one like piece of art was an individual who bought something from IKEA. It was 10 completely white, like, items from IKEA. They got the receipt, and that was, like, the art piece. And that was, like, shown off in this big museum. Which baffles my mind, because, I mean...
Oh my god, yeah.
What? I can't... Maybe I'm a boomer brain, but that... Or, like, there was another one where it was, like, it was quite literally a drawing of a black box on a piece of... I think it was a piece of parchment. It's like, wow. That's incredible.
That's
what the fuck?
Where it's, like, draw lines. No, it's not art. That is not art.
Yeah, fair enough. Because I think there is something there to the sort of effort put in for it to be considered art, right?
Yeah.
But like I said, it's subjective. So at the end of the day, and I suppose that's the beauty of it, but that's also the sort of detriment, in my opinion, because someone could fucking shit on a wall. It's like, oh, it's a piece of art just because I said so. It's like,
yeah.
I feel like, in general, stuff where you don't, like, draw a line in the sand as to what it is and isn't can either be really cool or a bit of a detriment.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Now, as we mentioned before, Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Star Wars: The Old Republic. How much have you played that game?
How much have I played it? Dude, I must have played that when I was, like, fucking 14 or some shit. On a crusty-ass laptop.
Oh, I still play it to this day.
Really?
I started playing it actually, like, in 2021 I started playing it.
Okay. Well,
so
tell me...
It was not like when I was the youngest thing. I started playing with like 2021.
I was about to say,
before... I didn't, like...
Sorry, but before we touch upon Star Wars: The Old Republic, you're obviously... I mean, your MCCI character has a lightsaber, your Twitch emote rewards are lightsabers, right?
Yeah.
Star Wars. You're a massive Star Wars fan, and you mentioned
I'm
this
a massive
before as
Star
well.
Wars
So
fan,
just go off the topic on Star Wars before we sort of end up at the Old
So yeah.
Republic. Tell me your experience with it. Tell me like
So Star Wars, like, it's a massive thing for my life. At the end of the day, like, my dad showed it to me, and like I fell in love with it. Like, I remember, like, for like the first time I like actually realized I was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. It was like my dad like sitting with the controller, like PS2 controller, ready to play a split screen. We replayed the campaign so much. It was the best time of my life. It's one of my all-time favorite games. So yeah.
that's really
So
cool
and
actually.
then at like around like the age of like 7 or 8, he started showing me the movies. Because yeah, there's like I was scared of like the dismemberment scenes of like some scenes. Like for example when uh Anakin gets like his arms and or like arm and legs cut off.
Arm and legs.
Yeah,
Oh, at
that
the end of
scared
episode
me.
3.
Yeah, that scared me as a child.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. And also Empire Strikes Back when Vader amputates Luke's hand. That's
Oh
also scared me.
yes, that's such a good scene though.
That's a good
That is
scene, yeah.
such a good scene.
Like those two scenes scared me mainly, but for the rest everything is fine. Nothing really scared me then.
Fair enough.
Um
The way I actually I'm going to touch upon this very very briefly
yeah.
because I think I just unlocked a core memory with you mentioning your dad showing the movies. My dad also showed me the Star Wars movies, and I was
Yep.
first sort of he showed me the first 3 like the prequel movies first,
Oh yep.
and so I had no idea the main sort of series existed. So it was just the prequels in my head. And the way, because I'm from Poland, the way he showed me this is I remember it was on some shitty like no, it was a DVD thing, but
I was DVD Polish version of it.
it was like this strange thing where they were speaking English and there was some sort of guy talking in Polish over them speaking English.
Oh.
Did you ever
Oh
have
my
that sort
God.
of experience anywhere?
I've
With,
had
like...
an experience before, yeah, like just dubbed over, but like they didn't delete the audio; it's still there.
Yes, I know. That's like so strange to me. But that it
It's
unlocked
so weird.
just now. I unlocked a core memory. I remember sitting in my dad's room and sort of watching that and just being like, "Dad, why the fuck is the audio so funky?"
Yeah, nah. I watched fully on English. That's also where I learned my English from. Is the thing because I watched the movies like I think I watched them like all of them like 100 times or something at this point.
Damn.
That's why like I started learning core English a little bit. Is the thing. Like, I started memorizing like saying, all right, this is what that means because I had subtitles on in Dutch. Is the thing. So like, I knew what that meant instantly.
Yes. So
Like
that's how you sort of got the
yeah.
learning curve down.
I got the learning curve down for like English. All right, this is what they mean. That's like the main thing. Like how I learned English, like movies and YouTube videos. That's the main thing how I learned it with.
That's
Yep.
fair enough. That makes sense, I suppose.
Yep. But yeah, back to the topic Star Wars again. Yeah, it's like I grew up with that like since I was like 6 or 7 years old. Like every time I go back on PS2, like even Star Wars ad is playing right now from Ahsoka, the new series. Like it started playing. Fair enough, I guess.
We'll touch upon the Ahsoka series
yeah.
in a little bit.
Yeah, it does look good, the Ahsoka series.
Yeah.
I'm getting up early tomorrow to watch that.
Okay.
I'm getting up early. Like I'm getting up at 7 a.m. just to watch that. Because it's like a 2-episode premiere.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
So yeah, it's like 1 hour and 30 minutes, so I need to actually like have some time for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Star Wars, biggest thing in my life. That's how I like. There's a lot of people from like the Star Wars community in the Halo Boys is things. Like if you like to do the Friends tab, those are all Star Wars nerds. So yeah.
See, sorry to sidetrack ever so slightly, where do the Friends tab come from?
The Friends tab, they are from the old Discord me and Apti were in, like the Milsim Discord, you know that, right?
Yes, the thing that you mentioned earlier on.
Yeah, the mentioned like beginning of the stream, yeah. Those guys are from even Vortex from there as well.
Vortex
So,
is from there?
yeah, Vortex is also from
I
there.
did not know that.
So yeah, like they are not active in here apart from like Vortex and Seb Destroyer 5. Those are a bit active in here still. Like some of them are just here for like chatting.
Mhm.
Like it's like here for support, like showing, alright, oh they're having actually a massive community, let's go. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's interesting to have those people. Because I've never really seen them interact.
Yeah, apart from yeah, they're mainly active on the other Discord, like the Milsim Discord. But apart from that, they're very nice people. So yeah.
Fair enough.
So it's like they join the Discord, like we game sometimes with them. Like Live Shot's sometimes active in here because I remember getting him in here. It's like time to play Subnautica multiplayer.
Huh. No, it's
He's a
cool. It's cool,
favorite.
sort of interacting with the old community and
Yeah.
Even though you've grown apart, you still remember each other.
Yeah, I
There's a really nice feeling to that, I feel like.
Yeah. So yeah, like I always was like anything Star Wars related I released, I was like going to be part of that. Like Star Wars Battlefront 2 communities, I was a part of all of them basically almost. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then I moved on from Star Wars Battlefront 2, so yeah, I actually had to move on because I had to like focus on the content I was focusing on. And actually started growing. So yeah.
How do you feel like about the current state of Battlefront 2?
Current state of Battlefront 2. Like, don't get me started with that.
No, go on, go on.
All right, so yeah, basically, like it's a fun game. Like even Shroud played it last time. Like I think like a month ago or something. He played it 2 months ago. He played it on stream. And, like he enjoys the game even more than the new Battlefield 2042.
Mm-hmm.
Like he enjoys. It's so sad it lost support. But like now it's just like overrun with hackers. I know there's a Discord.
Wait, it's overrun
I've
with
been in there
hackers?
before. It is like a lot of hackers in there.
I did not know that.
So yeah, Battlefield 2 has a lot of hackers in it. So like a lot of like annoying hackers. Like DICE did actually go back and like patch some of it because those are like console commands they've left in access to the hackers.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So yeah, DICE actually did go back and patch like a ton of them. Some of them are still in, but they fixed one of the important ones, and that was the 1 HP bug, like the 1 HP hack. It caused everyone to not be able to kill them in lobbies.
So just immortality.
Immortality, yeah, basically. You couldn't die. So that
That's
ruined the fun.
nuts. Is it like CSGO levels of hacking?
I would say, yeah, people can just fly around or like be invincible, or how should I put it? Like they did one shots, aimbot, all that stuff. So yeah,
Fucking hell.
basically CS:GO. So it is on par with CS:GO and all stuff. Like it's still a fun game. Like I'll still happily go back and play it. Like the thing is, I'm so focused on the games right now, and I've uninstalled that as well. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
once I have like more room or space, I'll probably reinstall it to play it a few times.
Fair enough.
But yeah, like that's the community that actually got my like motivation off the ground for like doing stuff. Is the thing. Like I'm happy I like found that like game. Like I got the game because I knew about the game already, but I didn't have PC at the time, so yeah, didn't get much engaged with it. But I'm still happy like I found out the communities on there and like had a blast of it in the meantime.
Fair enough. Yeah, because all I heard from Battlefront 2, I got it free on Epic Game Store during, I think it was lockdown. Well, they were like throwing free games out.
The peak of Battlefront 2. Like there were 18 million new players that joined.
I saw.
18 million. Once I logged on to Battlefront, like I got back home, I logged onto my PC, I saw straight level 1s on the list, and I was like laughing my ass off. And you see that like one level 1000 dude on the enemy team, like all the level ones I know, I'd be like, oh, we're fucked. Like I'm a level 1000 in the games, they're not the braggart. I'm like level 1000, like 5 classes. So like once that was like the most fun I had on Battlefield 2.
You had the
like,
riveting
became
feeling
free.
of literally squishing
It was
noobs.
such a good feeling. You could find lobbies instantly. For like 2 months or 3 months straight, you could find lobbies instantly. That was the best thing ever.
Moving on to slightly older Star Wars games.
Yep. Old Republic. Yeah, that was a game from 2012.
Yes, I know it's a very old game.
It's still being supported. It's still being updated.
Wait,
To
really?
this day. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I
Still
didn't.
being content
I
released.
didn't know
They
that.
even moved to a new studios thing. They're called Broadsword.
I literally had no fucking clue about that. That's
It's still being updated.
pretty cool,
Like,
actually. That's pretty based.
Yeah. When did you stop playing it? Like in what year?
Dude, I played that shit ages ago. Like,
Yeah.
I was a fucking kid.
Oh yeah. Then you. All right. So there's a lot of like new DLC releases. Like
I had no fucking clue about this.
so yeah. If you want like a grind and fun like story game, I recommend getting back into this one. It's so fun, the Old Republic. I keep on telling people this. It's one of the best MMOs, even for like overall MMOs in general. It's one of the best ones out there.
Do
Like
you
World of
ever,
Warcraft still tops, but yeah.
about to say, do you ever feel like once you've made it, and I suppose this isn't limited to Star Wars: The Old Republic, but do you feel like once you've ever made it, got to the XQC part where people can watch fucking anything you play, right? Do you ever feel like you'd, just for funsies, just because you can, I suppose, do you ever think you'd like do a Star Wars: Old Republic playthrough,
Oh, definitely.
or just anything else? Is there anything else along those lines where you just like, once you've made it, you'd be like, fuck it, I can just play this game?
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely like go play some other games. But I still, of course, have to like flow out the content for like that game, of course. Like people will, like still come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's basically like easy to say like that. Like of course like Minecraft, but now of course I will play different games. Thing like that's what I also touched upon like on last stream. I might like make it separate Twitch account,
Yes, you did
which I
mention this.
cannot make affiliate. I cannot make it affiliate though is the thing because there's rules against like having 2 affiliate accounts. You can have
Really?
2 YouTube partner program accounts or like even more. For Twitch, it's strict like you can only have one, I believe, because I saw like Phil's had like an alt account. That one is no more like affiliated or partner whatsoever.
Interesting. I didn't know that at all.
So yeah. So like I might like do YouTube or like maybe like type streams. I don't know yet. We shall see. Like I might use my YouTube channel like just to, like play other games. So like for example, I can play Halo Infinite on like YouTube, or I can play Old Republic on YouTube. So yeah.
Thought about streaming on YouTube at all?
I have done it before. It can be quite good sometimes. Like if YouTube managed to like make a good tab for like streaming, I am considering moving to YouTube full time instead of streaming on Twitch, because Twitch, I'm not gonna lie, it's going downhill. Like they have released
kind of
like
going downhill.
it like Kick Kick, like the new stream
I was
platform.
about to say, yes, I was about to move on to the other streaming platform, Kick, because I've heard that there's been some controversy recently.
Would it actually been a controversy recently about around Kick or?
Yes. The first time I heard of Kick was through, I suppose that's how most people found out about Kick. It was XQC. Signing a fucking $10 million. Dude, it wasn't even 10 million. 100 million fucking.
100 million.
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
That's actually nuts.
I'm just like wondering, where did Kick
Same.
bring that money from? It is a like few month old like app or streaming dienst.
Yeah, I know. Where the fuck, dude? That's crazy. If I had $100 million to stream every day, bro, I could stream to like no viewers.
And like it's not even exclusive, is the thing.
I know it's not exclusive either. You can still stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
That is nuts. That's crazy to me.
I would say like that's where Kick comes in. Like that's a sort of bad offer at the same time, because if you don't stream like if it doesn't stream exclusively, like what's the point streaming on Kick at the same time?
I know. I've also heard that that Kick has I believe it is, because Twitch has a 50-50 revenue split, I think.
Oh yeah, the Kick has like a 95-5 revenue split.
That's pretty good. However, I have heard that Kick has been involved in a bit of controversy in regards to not a lot of chat moderation.
Oh yeah, that Kick is out of control at the same time, because it's not like you can do gambling, you can do
yes. The moderation is extremely
easy hot top
loose.
streams in there, so yeah.
Yeah, which I don't know how to feel about that, because I suppose, I don't know. On one end of the spectrum, it's sort of like, this is, how do I put this? This is a private site, and the site can, in theory, run however it wants to, right?
Yeah.
It's the decision of the people on top of the site, right? I mean, that's going to impact the people who go onto Kick, and the people who don't like Kick, and the people who like Kick, right?
Yeah.
It appeals to a very different audience, but in theory, right? Kick can do whatever the fuck Kick wants. Of course, there is going to be backlash depending on what they do, and there's going to be different opinions based on what they do. However, they can do whatever the fuck they want. The public can only decide what Kick does and doesn't through feedback.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So that's my opinion on it, but from what I've heard, the moderation is none.
Like I know Sapnap also recently moved to it. Is the thing, so
yes, I've heard there's a bit of controversy surrounding that as well.
Yeah, a Minecraft streamer moved in Kick. That's concerning. So yeah.
Yeah,
but
it's a bit interesting.
The thing is, like, if I ever to move like streaming platform, it will definitely be to YouTube. I'm not going to Kick. No, it's I
don't intend on going to Kick either.
Feeling that is gonna flop. That like I think it will probably like survive like a year or something, but that's about it.
Okay, interesting.
Like after that, I see Kick like coming somewhat successful. But like, it's like they have like bad offerings for themselves. Like they of course gonna need money at the end of the day themselves. That's the problem. They are gonna need money at the end of the day. So I bet they're gonna lower that sub like rate at some point.
At some point, they're probably gonna change it.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna change that at some point. 100%, because they cannot live on the 95-5 or something it was they had.
Yes, I know, because that's fucking absurd. It's. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good marketing. It's a good way to get people in,
Yeah,
because you look at that and you're like, shit, more money, right? But at the same time, you also have to keep into consideration growth, like all that sort of stuff. What is your? Because
yeah,
obviously the people who go to Kick, and obviously yes, Kick has less moderation, so you've got to be a bit prepared for that, right? And I feel
yeah,
like most
yeah.
people,
Kick is
most people would not be prepared for that.
yeah, yeah. Like nah, just no. No, I'm not going to kick it off because of
Yeah,
that. So
I'm
yeah,
not. I'm not intending on going to Kick either. I don't even know if. I mean, I might go to YouTube. I suppose. I don't know. I feel
yeah.
like Twitch.
Like YouTube is the middle ground at this point right now. It has both
It is
like
the middle
videos,
ground.
like it's the middle ground of this at the moment. Because if YouTube just pulls a Giga Chat move and makes a good recommended page for live streams, I'm moving to that. I am moving to YouTube. Like that's the thing that YouTube is missing with live streaming. It's missing the recommended. Like if you go to like front page of YouTube, do you see any live streams
No,
on
you don't.
there?
You literally don't. It's just by
You
name.
don't. It's just by name. That's the problem. If they make a good like overview of where the live stream can be, like you click on the tab, you'll see all the categories on what like people are streaming on. It's like from high viewership to low viewership, like just like Twitch does. It would be perfect to move to, I guess.
I agree.
That
I agree with that.
if that change implemented, I move to YouTube. I'm getting the affiliate contract away and then move to YouTube.
Affiliate contract away.
Yeah, the affiliate. It's been a
Yeah, I know what
contract
you
at the
mean.
end
I know
of
what you mean. Hold on. I had something in the back of my mind which I wanted to say, but it flew out of my head. Hold on. It should come back in a second. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose Kick is a different target audience, which, like I
the
said,
day. Yeah,
fair enough. Kick can do whatever the fuck they want. I've heard there's a
yep,
lot of backlash towards it, which, I mean, yeah, deserved, I suppose.
yeah,
The But in theory, oh yeah, this is what I was going to mention real quick, because obviously we've had this sort of this. I find this pretty interesting. You have a point in success of a platform, right? Like for example, Twitch. But there comes a point where they have reached such a success that they slack,
yeah,
right? Like Twitch is slacking with certain things. Like for example, I mean Twitch has its own problems with moderation, don't get me fucking wrong.
yeah,
With just general stuff, they're just lacking in general, which is the reason why people are saying, "Oh, it's going downhill. Oh, it's gonna explode," and I
yeah,
think that's interesting because the sort of life cycle of a platform where they eventually get really popular and then they start slacking, and then you have these little other things coming out of the woodworks like YouTube and Kick and dare
yep.
I fucking say Rumble? Do you know what Rumble is?
Rumble.
It's like a
No,
fucking
I've heard about it, but never
it's like
seen
a
anything on it.
it's basically a live streaming, and it's like YouTube if YouTube has no censorship whatsoever.
Oh, I see. I
Zero,
see. All
like
right.
none. And it's basically just conspiracy theory people.
Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of people who do conspiracy theories on there because they got banned off YouTube.
Yeah.
That's
Like
pretty much it.
I remember like when Twitch exploded as the thing as well. Like there was like a moment in time like Twitch exploded, but they were releasing like so many things for like easy subs. Like for example, Prime subs. Like you pay
Yes.
3 euros per month for like Prime, and you get like a free sub in return for that. Like that is just nothing basically. Like
Yeah.
Twitch does not profit off of that, so that's why they started tweaking the monetization for everything. So like they lowered the sub rates. They've added like they're also like the like remember like the sponsor stuff. Like you can like not have like a sponsor banner anymore on your video,
Hmm.
like a sponsor logo. It
Yeah.
has to be like a minimal size. Yeah, they actually removed it because it was such a bad move on them. Like people are gonna move away from Twitch. So yeah,
Yeah. I know. I mean, like I said, the decisions of a website. I feel like not a lot of people realize this. Or I suppose they're realizing it now, but what Twitch is going to do as a website will be directly resulted from the people who use the website. If
yeah,
everyone, if like 50% of Twitch streamers decided to leave Twitch, Twitch is forced to do something. Twitch
yeah,
has to do something. And I feel like a lot of people are just complaining about Twitch and like, oh, this is bad, this is wrong, this is whatever, but nothing's happening because everyone's still on Twitch.
yeah,
Either their version is so small that Twitch doesn't realize, or There's nothing big enough to catch Twitch's eye. Twitch doesn't give a shit, because Twitch is still making money. People are still on Twitch. Yeah. It's inevitably going to be successful in some degree. I feel like the only way things will change, and I feel like this is also applicable to a lot of websites, it's just Twitter, Kick, whatever other fucking website, or whatever social media there is. Change will only occur if a lot of the people want something about it, or if the whole point of the website, which is in Twitch's sort of perspective, money making, right? Twitch wants to make money. If it's not making money, it's going to change something.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brody Wolf. I was actually going to mention the thing that you said because I think that's very interesting. Have a good cruubsCast. Thank you very much. I'm going to mention the Newgrounds thingy now. Actually, are you aware of what Newgrounds is?
No.
It is the best way I can describe it. I'm not too immersed with Newgrounds. I've seen it a few times. From what I know, and don't quote me on this, I might be wrong. From what I know, it is a very old website where people could basically post whatever they wanted to. It was very low on moderation, from what I know. There was like an NSFW category. There was like games done on Newgrounds. Sorry. Yeah. There was videos. There was some very sketchy videos of very what's the word? Desensitized? Not desensitized. Offensive, there we go, I suppose. Very offensive videos. There was literally everything on Newgrounds. And it was very popular because of the fact it was mainly done for animation, but it was very popular. Yeah, Newgrounds has an 18+ NSFW content where you have to log in to access, which is okay.
Oh, I think I may have heard about it.
If you type in Newgrounds, hold on, I might as well do this now, right? What is Newgrounds? It hosts user-generated content such as games, films, audio, and artwork. Free entertainment. Is Newgrounds a social media? An American online entertainment and social media website and company. Yeah, no, but from what I know, it's basically just post whatever the fuck you want.
Alright then. Yep.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I don't have any strong opinions on Newgrounds. I think it has some interesting content on it.
It does, yes. I'm I've heard about the name a long time ago, I believe, but never caught onto it or something. So yeah.
Are you aware of what Friday Night Funkin' is?
Yes, I do know. Yeah, I do. I know.
Do you remember there was the kid character with a gun?
Kid character with
the ginger one.
No, I
hold on.
Do not.
I will try and find you this and send you this because I'll explain his little thing. Funkin' kid gun. I don't know. 1 second. There we go. This guy. Do you recall this individual?
Oh, yep.
This guy with the gun. So, this guy was based off of a very, very, very old Newgrounds. I think it was an animation about this guy shooting things, shooting places he wasn't supposed to.
I see.
That's the sort of content that Newgrounds, especially old Newgrounds, was known for. Abdi Live says, was Newgrounds not a dev team who made Flash games? From what I know, Newgrounds was the sort of website that these Flash games were posted onto.
Yeah, they were hosted on, yes.
They were hosted on, and so they had Newgrounds at the beginning, right? All that stuff. But I remember a lot of Newgrounds games from my childhood.
Yeah, same here.
And Friday Night
Funkin'.
The
name,
sorry,
never knew what was for again, so yeah.
Yeah, Newgrounds was, I suppose animations from Newgrounds was, like I mentioned, a very big inspiration for Friday Night Funkin'. It has a very similar art style to what those Newgrounds games had. So yeah, I don't... What is your... I suppose you don't know much about Newgrounds, but...
No, I've never, touched it or anything. I've only seen, the name pop up a few times, there's, games you can play on this website. So yeah.
Do you remember Friv?
Nope.
No? Okay. Friv was this sort of free online Flash website game. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I was curious to see if you knew what that is. Maybe that's a UK kids thing.
I do play a lot of online games back in the day, Dutch websites, I believe it was. But yeah, I don't know any of those right now because it was so long ago. So yeah. The only one I do recognize is Newgrounds, but that was about it.
No,
So-
yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Well, for example, Fire Girl, Water Boy. No,
Oh, yeah, no,
Fire
I know
Boy,
that.
Water Girl. There we go.
Yeah, that I know about that one, of course. Yep.
Like, did you
But
have
like, I'm like,
websites? Sorry, go on.
yeah, it was a website before. Yep.
Like, if I recall correctly, there were these websites, right? Like Cool Maths games. There were these websites which hosted these sort of
Oh
niche
yeah.
flash games
Yep.
and that sort of stuff.
I know about those. Yep. Cool maths games. Yep. I
Yeah,
remember like they're like dropped
precisely.
on like some school PCs.
Club Penguin, even, yeah.
Oh, Club Penguin. Yep.
It did. It did start as a small
Yeah.
flash games. Yep. True.
Yeah. Epic Words game. Yep. I
Very
remember
true.
like on my I have like school Macs like desktop Macs on my school.
Uh-huh.
I remember like winning like a Minecraft. I installed Minecraft onto like for the meme. We was like in a project. I multiple people just installed Minecraft on a PC
Huh.
because there was nothing to do, and I actually won a game of Bed Wars.
That's crazy.
It was so funny.
That's nuts. Oh yeah, we might as well touch upon this. Hypixel, right?
Hypixel.
And
Yep.
Hytale.
Oh my god, what is happening with that?
I don't actually know. All I know is that Hytale was meant to be made, and then it wasn't, and maybe it is, and who the
Yeah.
fuck knows?
Let me see. Let me see the Hytale real quick. Hold on. Hytale. Like it says a console game still. Let me see. Hytale.com. Let me see. There's a beta sign up.
Wait, really?
Let me see. Uh, there is a beta sign up indeed. What's Hytale? Alright, so the latest blog that's been posted was from June 27, 2023. So that's not that long ago.
Yeah, that's not that long ago, actually.
So studio growth and project progress and update from Noxy and John. Let me see. Been quite really busy, active last 12 months. Really pleased with the work progress we made as ever the community grows to suit source. Continued, I want to say thank fan artists, the content creators, lore speculators. We see. Oh, there's a massive team on the working though, Jesus. Like, let me see your screen. Oh, let me show my screen real quick for you. Like, this is what I'm reading right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, this is what I'm seeing right now at the moment.
I see, I see.
Like, there's a pretty big team on working on it. Like,
True.
50 people, I would say. Oh, 110. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, like 110 people working on it every day. So yeah, that'll be quite good. Like that looks pretty cool. Like
That does look
whenever it
pretty cool,
releases,
yeah.
that'll be Pokemon. This looks like a Pokemon or something.
Yeah, that does look like a fucking Pokemon.
But yeah, I hope it does release sometime soon because I'm interested to play it.
People used to call it the Minecraft killer.
Yeah, but you know what would be fun though, like a Pixelmon event or something, like a Pro Game or something like that.
I saw, wasn't it, Aotia and Florida playing Pixelmon?
Yeah, but there's also like a new one, is the thing, like an updated version of it. I don't know, like
Is that what they were playing?
I have no clue, but maybe they'll a new one. I don't know. But it would be
Interesting.
fun to like have that maybe like a micro Pokemon server.
Interesting, yeah.
That'll be quite cool.
Like I said, next crop game, 24 hours SMP.
24 hours. That'd be good. A good
It's
idea,
just-
like Pokemon's.
Yeah, I was about to
Like,
say,
good
it's so simple to set up. I think Audi
Yep.
mentioned that he wanted to document everything that was going on and then turn it into a video.
Oh yeah.
Which would require a bit of effort.
Yeah, of course.
So it depends on when Abity and whoever else wants to record that and throw the content to Abity. Which, you know, hopefully by then he's finished Just Till Dawn, right, Chad?
All right, Apathy.
Right, Abity.
Right.
Surely.
Right, Apathy.
Surely Abity will finish Dust Till Dawn before I die. He's coming after me.
Oh god, he's coming after you, boy.
He's coming after me. Fair enough.
I don't. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about still? DMs, both of you.
DMs.
God.
Sliding
Oh,
into
yeah,
those
he's
DMs.
Actually coming. He's sliding into DMs. Yeah, boy.
Oh! It's almost there!
Oh, it's almost
It's
there.
almost
indeed.
there! Holy shit! Holy
Holy
shit!
shit. Oh,
Actually hyped. Unironically hyped. I am unironically hyped
It's
for Dust Till
actually
Dawn Part 3.
happening.
In 40 years, we'll get the final Dust Till Dawn video. Damn, that's crazy.
In 40 years, how old will we be? 48?
Oh, I'd be 58. Jesus
Oh, no,
Christ.
58, no,
Yeah,
58,
58.
yeah,
Come on,
50.
Senna.
Yeah, 58. And mentally, I'll be like 500 or something probably at the point. We shall see.
We shall see. I was about to say, do you want to do like 1 or 2 more topics and then we can drift off into the end? Because we've been, I mean, I don't know, I feel like we've been talking for a while now, which is...
Yeah, we've been like, what, 2 hours and 30 minutes, so yeah.
2 hours? 2 hours and 40 minutes, holy shit. Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Most of my podcasts last about 3 hours.
Yeah. Let's see.
Was there anything else on your mind that you wanted to...
Does chat have any questions to like me specifically or Krubs?
Oh yeah, true. Any questions, chat? I still have a few. I still have a few viewers.
Talk about how we met. That like in real life or like just like a year ago. So like meets Apathy. Like do you mean on Battlefront 2 or in real life? The beginning. Oh, the beginning. I could do that. Yes. I say the beginning when me and Apathy met. I remember the exact moment we met. I was going up against them in a Battlefront 2 match, like a raid. I would like how you'd put it, a Battlefront 2 raid. I was going up against it because I didn't give a fuck about going up against them. So like give it a bit of competition, I would say. And I remember the exact moment. Like I was like playing Darth Maul, like just bullying him a little bit. He managed to kill me as Maul for a lucky shot. And he emoted on me, and that's where that's how it began. So yeah,
That's fucking hilarious.
So yeah, that's how we basically met. I think that's like literally the first time I met, like talked to Apti, because I don't think I walked him into the Twitter like the platoonist thing. So yeah, I think I was like skipped over a little bit. So yeah, because so many people joined at the moment. I didn't like greet everyone joined the Discord. So yeah.
I mentioned this before, but there's this strange sort of correlation between meeting people in the heat of battle.
Oh yeah.
Through gunfire and bullets, and apparently meeting someone on the battlefield is the most real experience ever.
Yeah. We could do that in Halo Infinite real quick.
Like I was actually going to... Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Like we could do like get some people and like we also like have like a clan tag or something like, oh, we're like they're actually intimidating us. They're in the same like group. Maybe they'll like find like one of our social or something on Twitch. That'd be quite funny.
True. I was actually about to ask, do you want to do some sort of like Halo Infinite collab stream?
I'll be up for that, yes. Definitely.
Sometime in the future.
Like Halo Infinite, definitely, yes. Because Halo Infinite is at its peak right now. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that is that is true.
I'll explain you something very cool.
Go for it.
Like you can play COD Zombies in Halo Infinite.
Yes, you mentioned this. Please do tell.
We can do that. Like I can set it up in like 5 minutes, and it's like we just play it. It literally is COD Zombies, but it's just the guns of Halo and the mechanicals of Halo.
What are the zombies then?
They're the Spartans, but they're like this season is called Infections, the thing. So it has like a cool effect over the Spartans.
Okay.
So it's like they are like infected with AI is the thing. They're like infected with the artificial intelligence.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they have like this cool like red glow of them. But like once you also progress in it, the Spartan or like the infected become a lot stronger.
I was about to say, Halo already has its own zombies, right? The Flood.
The Flood, yes, but in Halo Infinite, it's the AI because the Flood were like slowly like walking away from. I hope they do return in Halo Infinite, the Flood.
I was about to say, the Flood are like fucking incredible. Why would Studio, what was it, 5-on-5?
3-for-3.
3-for-3. Oh, close enough, right? 3-for-3. Why would 3-for-3 fucking walk away from that? That's strange.
Yeah.
Abdulive says...
like, it's probably because of their own story, because the Flood is not present on that Halo ring, specifically, I believe.
I see. Fair enough. Abdulive says, my best friends are the ones I've shot or killed in the heat of battle. Killed Sinnoh, shot Krubs. Real.
Yeah. Real right there, yep.
Do we like that?
So, yeah. But, like, when you install the Krubs, I'll be down to play.
Yeah,
it's
literally.
Such a fun
like,
game,
do you want to do it in, like, the coming days or something?
Definitely, yeah.
It's a stream
I'm
idea.
planning to stream Halo tomorrow already, so...
If I can get that downloaded, depending on what time you want to do...
it'll be at 7 PM BST.
Deal. Fair enough. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Alright, Poke. So yeah, it's a 40 gigabyte install, but like...
Oh yeah, I've got fast internet. I should be able to do it in like a few hours.
Yeah, trust me, you'll have like probably a fun multiplayer experience. Because
Good,
like I don't even take the games as seriously anymore because so much goofy stuff happens. Like if you watch my latest stream, like I'm like gonna download that vault and like make it like a vault channel, like or something like YouTube. And it's like there's so many funny moments in there, like people just flying over the place, me accidentally killing Axis or something. It was so funny.
That is actually an interesting point to do with the VOD channel, because you don't have a VOD channel, do you?
I do not know. I
Neither
do not
does
say my fault.
neither does Apathy, and I'm
Nope.
kind of confused as to why you guys don't save the VODs, because inevitably, like if you become really popular, the old VODs are gonna get a lot of attention.
Yeah. Now the thing is with that is slow internet. It takes a long time
I
to install
see.
them
I don't.
because I run
There's
at
a
8
Twitch
megabytes per
export.
second internet,
There's a Twitch
so I
export
have to do that overnight.
feature.
Twitch export. What do you mean?
Yeah, there's if you go into Video Producer there and the three dots, there is an option to export directly to YouTube.
Thanks for letting me know that.
I don't download my Twitch bots. That'd be insanity.
Oh my god, I
There's
didn't know
just the
that.
thing where you just export it straight to YouTube.
Alright, fair enough, I guess. So, yeah.
It's
I'll do
something
that
I don't.
then.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't see why not. Might as well, even if you keep him private.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll probably do that then because that VOD was hilarious. So,
Yeah, it's an idea. Maybe your first VOD channel
I'll
host.
probably do it. Yep. I'm getting yelled at right now because I told Xander and I told Xander and Shades are going to be playing Remnant 2 for like half an hour. It's been more than half an hour.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, fair enough. I can let you go now. We've talked for a little bit of a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone, this has been CinnoLIVE. I have been cruubsCast. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for staying. Is there anything else you'd like to mention before we depart and our AI cores are unplugged?
Let's see. What can I talk about still? Well, make sure to follow Krubs and all social media, and make sure to subscribe to my channel because I am
course.
going to be posting a funny little short about Neon very shortly, or soon. We shall see.
Do you want to throw in your YouTube channel into the Twitch stream?
Well, let me
real quick?
grab it real quick. Yep.
Grab the link, throw it in.
Yep. I slowly once I got my stable like schedule going for school, I can actually start making like more regular content on YouTube because I'll actually because I won't be like streaming a whole lot of this thing anymore, but I'll like work out content this thing a lot more. Like
Fair
YouTube.
enough. That's fair enough. So yeah, everyone go subscribe to Cinno. Don't forget to do that.
Because I'll be actually uploading content very soon again.
Massive
It's
W.
actually become back to my YouTube.
I saw that you posted a, I believe it was a
Stream highlights.
Stream highlights. Yes, stream highlights.
It was decent, I would say. Like I do not get like massive views thing, but it's still like it's uploaded.
Yeah, it is what it is, you know. Got to start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere indeed. Like if you go back to my old videos, you can see like a massive improvement over time as well.
Yep, that is true. That is the point of it.
Yep.
Same goes for streaming. Like I said, everyone, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for staying. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, dusk, dawn, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Thank you for tuning in to the fifth cruubsCast. I obviously haven't been doing these a lot as of late, and this is my first one in a few months because I have been addicted to MCCI as well as other stuff, as well as just streaming in general. W stream, thank you very much.
Yep. Also, one more thing before we cut the stream. I need everyone to install Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite now. We will entice you into playing the game next stream.
Next stream, we're gonna get a full lobby of people in big team battle.
Yes, I can, Casper. Download Halo Infinite. I'm gonna revoke your mod. Anyways,
Right.
Thank you, JPiggy. Yeah, what was I gonna say? In terms of like future stuff I want to do with the cruubsCast, if anyone wants to get on, any of you people, I've already had most of you, I suppose. Let me know. I will throw you in. I still have, I suppose, I'm going through, in terms of the cruubsCast, I am first of all going through the sort of, how do I put this, the people I know, right? The community. And then later on will come the point where I'm like, you know, just reaching out to other people, being like, hey, do you want to come on my podcast? And, you know, that sort of stuff. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I have been Krebs. This has been Cinno. Gotta get popular first? Yep, true.
Real.
And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Whatever you've been doing throughout the stream. whether just chilling and listening or whatever the fuck else you've been doing. Thank you. And good night.
Bye bye.